Oh, it's so much better. Having a little fucking something cold. Hey, hey. Alrighty. Got a little bowl loaded up now. One of my first after work bowls in a fat minute. It's gonna be fucking nice. I'm not gonna lie. That after work toke bowl, it's gonna be great. I don't know what the fuck I did in my arm though, but like halfway through my shift, like somehow this got fucked. And that's always lovely. Ah. Ah. Dude, how is so many dog hairs getting this shit? Yo.
Hey.
Fido.
Petite.
Feed
Today is
potato.
National Dog Appreciation Day.
I know. I shared that in the group chat.
Oh, yeah, that was you.
Yeah. Rose sent it to me on Discord, and I saved it and shared it in the group chat, being like, appreciate the doggos. My little after work burrs.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw it. That putty fucking works. And then you sand it down so it's level.
Yeah.
Now nothing will leak.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'm just going to wipe it down real quick. And then take a break. Let it dry. And then put the bongo down.
Oh, yeah. Dope. I feel like I smell like vape juice now. I don't know why, but I feel like there's a residual vape juice scent on me. Seems like they're actually pretty cool as fuck with like vaping in the store. And actually, I found out that.
What did you say? I got a headphone on my ear. What did you say?
Oh, I was just saying it's actually like kind of chill as fuck because apparently like you can vape while you're on the clock too, and even they because every now and then they might get like a vape cart or something that might not work 100% because they've had people come exchanging. They'll let you like test it too like before you leave, being like, hey, make sure it works, and stuff.
But you don't want to do that because it's bad for you.
What do you mean?
Vapes are really bad for you, dog.
I know.
You don't vape.
I know, but
I'm like, are you gonna start vaping because it's free? I was like, what?
no, I didn't say it. It's not free. I mean,
If
though.
anything, you should get yourself a vape pen for weed.
Well, they actually do sell like little carts specifically where you can put like dab oils and stuff like that in, or just buy a cart individually and then do that. Like, there's actually a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
I'm
that
telling
was
you though, the best weed vape pen is the Orchid. It's got
Orchids, yeah.
It's got 40% more, so it actually burns like a dab rig. But one sec, I'll be back.
And chill on this thing of ice. Because it is hot as fuck out there. Just like walking, like, barely 15 minutes from that place, I was just like, oh god, sweat galore. Oh, Lord of mercy. So, luckily it's just around the corner. I don't know what it is, but at least, I'm getting lucky, with at least the jobs I have, being so close to me. Safeway, well, dog sitting if you technically count that, and then, well, I mean, that's kind of an independent, legitimate business thing, I guess. Then, this. So, hell yeah. I just wish that the day before my gut didn't fuck me up, like, cause all day yesterday, like I was supposed to be doing the training stuff, yesterday, but I, hit him up being like, family emergency, cool if I, come by tomorrow. And they're like, cool. So, like, literally all fucking day yesterday was just like, my stomach specifically was just fucked. I've had it before, and luckily it wasn't bad, but it was brutal. And like the only real way to like deal with it is literally to just like either power through it and then just try to sip water and take anti-nausea like meds, off and
I'm
on.
streaming already.
Well, for the fuck of it, why not? But then there's whatchamacallit. And then there's also taking like a shock chill bath or like shower where you have it really fucking hot at the start and then you just max it to cold for like at least 1 minute. And you're just in that shit. And it's going to be the most miserable fuck thing in the world, but it kind of helps sometimes. I've done it before, once when I was feeling that way, and it actually did help. So I just didn't really have an opportunity to do that, when I, here, because I was just kind of stuck here, all just fucked. Initially, my homie Logan actually, like, when he came down when I was feeling that way, he's like, bro, get the fuck up, what's going on? I'm just like, bro, I'm dying, shut the fuck up, no, don't get out of my ass right now. He was like, what do you mean? And I was like, oh god, hold on. Like rushing to the bathroom. And he's like, oh shit, yeah, I guess something is fucked up. And but that's, I think, just a lot of it, probably because I just need to deal with my, broadly digestive health, if anything, especially. Because in the past, like, couple months, that just hasn't been like a hundo. And I need to get that dealt with. At least figure out, like, what I need to do to make it better. But
8 hours, man. You made yourself about 88, 90 bucks today. After tax.
Yeah, it's about 17 is the hourly base rate. So.
Oh wait, the base pay 17 something.
Yeah. No, it's literally just 17 flat. Huh? It's just 17 flat.
Hey, that's still.
No, honestly, yeah, I was like.
Take that 50 cents.
Yeah, well, yeah, like, because I.
Well, 55 cents.
Well, yeah, because I asked him about, like, the base rate, and it's like, oh, it's just 17 flat, and I was like, okay, cool. I honestly wasn't sure if it was minimum wage or not. It's like, well, kind of, but it's 17, so it's good. I was like.
Might get some tips here and there, too, there.
Yeah, they said, and also, like, with Google reviews, like, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, give you, like, a bonus, 15,
Watch
20.
me do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, well, honestly.
I've done it for a guy there once.
Yeah.
I got him a bonus, so.
And also, at least from what it's like, it is 80% downtime. You're just like, just there, just chilling, stalking a little bit here and there, but there's nothing really to stalk much.
You just have your phone streaming you on work for like 8 hours.
Honestly, dead ass. I was like looking around with how chill.
I got a customer. Shut up. How can I help you?
Yeah.
Going.
Yeah, well, there are some like local business, like, there are some.
Hey, let me pour this. I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries. But I know there are like, YouTubers that will make like content based around like their work. Like I know of these like liquor store bros that are like, that own a liquor store in Florida, and they make content around their shit all the time. On top of, every now and then live streaming it too while they're doing their business. So I'm just like, I'm not going to do that really necessarily anytime soon, though. I feel like, I'm a little too fresh, to just be like, yeah, let me do my thing. If anything, I want to be doing their thing before I start doing my own thing a little bit. Beedo.
Bite.
Big boy. Oh, look at that happy face. Oh. Wah, wah. Oh my goodness. You know, do this real quick while we're at it.
Fucking shitty, dude. Fucking shitty, dude. Dude will admit, yeah, Trump made a mistake. He fucked up there. But then they're like, Medi's like, no, you fucked up. You said yourself, your job's to protect the president and make sure that he gets the right information.
Yeah.
But then motherfucker goes off 7 times about completely the MS-13 tattoo on the fucking wrist or whatever.
Or Garcia.
That's a fake image.
Well, yeah, because it's literally like an autism awareness tattoo that he has.
It's been doctored up, and he admitted it had been doctored up.
I guarantee you there's like a fucking...
well, then you failed. You failed your president. You failed to protect him. That's your words. That was your job, is to protect him by giving him accurate information. But you failed.
Nah, the idea to protect the president, at least in Trump's sense, is just protect him, you know? Not give him accurate information, just confirm his bias.
Hassan Mehdi is calling him out on his own shit. It's like, you're being a fucking hypocrite, basically. Like, I need to protect the president. But then you're the one who's making the president think that he's right, saying a bunch of dumb shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Making him look like a fucking idiot.
Well, arguably, I mean, Trump is kind of doing that to himself because he is like that, but...
Fuck this guy, dude. This guy, it's like...
I mean, he's to blame, too, for sure.
You do an act of racism or, say something racist doesn't make you a racist. I'm like, yes, it does.
Yeah, it literally does.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
If it quacks like a duck, it's a damn duck. If it walks like a duck, it flies like a duck, it's a duck.
Fucking Hassan Mehdi's
the fuck?
Trump, you did great with Latinos, right? But then guess what happened after he got into office? Now he's doing terrible with Latino communities. Well, I wonder why. Because he's being racist towards them. And then fucking dude's like, no, he's not being racist. They just don't like his immigration policy.
I wonder why.
Because he's targeting everybody who's
brown.
White.
Yeah. And even then, he's also been, going after white people, too, every now and then. Who happen to be just... Yeah, I mean, that just happened to be caught in a flack. Oh, I found this funny video from this guy on YouTube, Subway Takes, and he asked this dude, so what's your take? And it was about this Lithuanian or Estonian immigrant, but he came here undocumented. He's like, come at me, ICE, come at me, Trump. I've been here for 30 years, and I'm an Estonian immigrant. I haven't fucking gone for the legal way, and I've been here this entire time doing everything else that everyone else does. So fuck you, ICE, come and get me. I'm a white guy, Yeah, just come at me, bro. He's actually asking, yeah, you gonna come at me? No, you're not. You're going after brown folk.
They're not gonna send his ass to fucking
Lithuania or wherever, you know.
They send him back to where he's from, I bet.
That's what I mean, Lithuania and shit.
They wouldn't send him to fucking...
Well, I forgot if it was Lithuanian or Estonian.
One place they're sending him. Where's the fucking gulag? It's not Costa Rica. It's
El Salvador.
El Salvador, over there. That's where they're gonna send his ass. I mean, that's not where they're going to send his ass because he's white.
Well, yeah.
They're going to send him back to Europe, wherever the fuck he's from.
Which is Estonia or Lithuania or something I know it was a Baltic state. I know that much.
What's going to happen to him? Nothing.
And even if something happens, he'll get the very nice little, hey, holding your hands on your way out. Instead of, beating you with a billy club and then throwing you in a cage.
Yeah.
Finally took the plunge. The guys started investigating Warhammer 40k. Guys, Sam Furley on the Chaos God of Pleasure side. Fuck the Emperor, all hail Slanish. Well, yeah, I'm all about the Chaos God too. Yeah, when it comes to Warhammer. I mean, even though still not... there's literally no good factions in Warhammer, but if we're going to talk about the lesser evil of all the factions, that's arguably probably the one. The rest of them are just blatantly bad. Ugh.
It's kind of nice that we're leaving Saturday evening because then I don't have to close till 3 a.m.
Yeah, no shit.
I'll probably still work part of that day, and then I'll be like, yeah, all right, guys.
By 8 o'clock or 9, you gotta leave.
8 or 9, I gotta head back, pack up, and then get on the Max.
Well, you should probably pack the day before. I mean,
well, yeah, but at least gotta come home and grab my gear, say bye to my dogs, and get on the Max because it's a good, I'd say, 15 minutes, then we got to transfer the red line, and then that's another 15, 20. So
Yeah.
it's going to be an hour to get to the. Yeah.
It's going to be a minute, yeah. At least, TSA's going to be quick because it's going to be later in the evening.
True. Not bringing much. It's going to be harder getting back through TSA, I feel like, than getting there. What the fuck?
The fuck? The tower arguably because saying they do the whole power of friendship thing. I guess. But like I said, there's no real inherent good faction Warhammer.
Later, I'm going to buy more of these. Can I have the form?
If you want.
All right, cool. I'll hook you back up.
If anything, I actually just because my son being sore from all the bullshit yesterday.
Probably shouldn't drink that much, yeah.
Yeah, because I could feel the foamage and stuff like, stretch my stomach, and that doesn't exactly feel comfortable. Not bad, but just like, oof, I can feel the soreness.
You work tomorrow?
Yeah. I asked about it, and the dude was training me just said, assume, because I'm closing from 4 to 11, just assume that's your shift because you're kind of like, I'm taking over.
Shadowing him?
Yeah, basically, and also, I'm kind of taking over dude's shift who quit / got fired, I think. I have no idea.
Right.
Something like that.
You getting some hours, bro.
I'll just have to let him know that.
What about Olive Garden? Did you check in with them?
I rescheduled that at least for Thursday, and that's at like 2:15ish, I think.
Oh, you're good then.
Yeah, like so, and that's Thursday.
You just have to.
And that's on Thursday though. So, and I'm assuming
you'll still be doing the 4 to 11 probably.
Yeah, and if not, then I'll just let them know that's a little preferable because I'll just say I have like some family celebratory lunch they want to do for me or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, late birthday thing.
I could say like job celebration thing or whatever the fuck.
I'd say late birthday.
Okay.
To be like, haven't seen my brother yet.
Yeah, I guess that works.
My brother was out of town, back in town. He wants to celebrate my birthday.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
No, the furries are taking over.
Dude, yeah, like the fact that like I met like a furry like pup too, not just a regular furry, but like one to like the BSM like pup furs too. I was just like, well, fuck, because he had like a little rainbow paw on him.
You want to?
Well, he noticed my puppy. He noticed my puppy pride band too, and he's like, so I want to be a pup, and I was like, I can't even really actually tell you because, I mean, it just kind of eventually blended into me being a furry at some point. Like, I can't even really tell you.
You're not a pup. You're a husky.
Well, in the BDSM / furry blends of that community, like, pups, like, are essentially just, like, a version of, like, either master / pet play.
That's a switch.
It depends. Some pups are subs, some are, like trainers or like pup handlers. And that's literally what they're called. Like the tops are like pup handlers, and then you have pup. It's a whole community, bro.
But no, you can't be a pup handler. That implies you're like a guy, like a human. All right, you got to be.
Sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. Sometimes
if you're furry, you got to be furry too. You can't be non-furry.
You gotta be not everyone who's into like pet play is like a furry, so they aren't into like the
dress up aspect of it.
Well, not like full furry status, not like full on furry status. Like wearing a little like dog style hood or whatever is what the fuck ever. In fact, I mean, especially being a quote pet handler, that's kind of the point. Is like you're handling them, basically. I mean, because a lot of it's just literally like a form of role play, basically, at the end of the day. Like, because that's literally all it really is. I mean, because, like, they're doing so as, like, characters.
I'm pretty sure, from what I've inferred from your statements of things over the years, I'm pretty sure you would prefer to be the handler of the pup.
I could be both. Hey, there are definitely plenty of pups out there that are both, bro. Some are like, hey, I handle those ones, but I like being handled by those ones.
Don't lie. If Harley were to put on a tail, an old collar for you. I know that would be some shit for you. You'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Oh, actually, hey, Vito, get off my shit. I just remembered I was gifted another.
Where do you think Zukov got that fuckity fuck energy? The fuck instead of be fuck.
Because he's just a silly dog with his balls and...
No, people rub off on their animals, bro. Yep.
Got free mate.
From where?
Oh, the dude that was shadowing.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, dude.
He was gonna get... He was giving some to his buddy who was switching over, and then he was like, oh, you want one? I was like, Okay, yeah.
It's been a good day, dog.
Yeah.
I got a lot of shit done. I got my oil change done. My car runs so much better. Got the fucking putty done.
All ready for the upcoming federal occupation in Portland.
Bro. When you're not
Hyperion.
streaming, I want to show you outside where I'm at because I
Yeah.
actually got that edge like perfect
Yeah.
with the putty done.
Hyperion. You want to guess what happened last night with my friend Tyler in Rip City?
Yeah,
they got arrested by DHS and ICE because they flag burned. And they were released. They're,
Still haven't been told what they're charged with.
Yeah, they don't know what their charges are or nothing. They just were charged and released later that night after like 1:30 or something. And after that, like now it's just listen to the executive order yesterday. That's why Stefan went out last night with Tyler to go burn some American flags. And I straight up, literally, like after it was halfway burnt, like kind of pepperballed him a little, like to get him the fuck away from it, swiped it, and then like put it out and then like took it inside. And then shortly after that, that's when they got, hit with the arrest.
I fixed this.
It was broken?
Yeah. Michael left it out all winter outside.
What was wrong with it?
It just wouldn't ignite. I had to like take this off and fuck with it.
So it just
Now
it still probably has something clogged in it.
You have to like, I unclogged the shit, but still you have to get, it might be better now because I left it outside on high for a while.
Yeah.
To see if it burn off whatever shit. But you have to roll up like a piece of paper, like twisty twists, So it's like a little faggot.
Yeah.
And you put it in there, right in there, and then it'll like. So that's good. That would make camping more a thing in the fall and winter.
Yeah.
And then I cleaned up the backyard.
Nice.
All the dog stuff.
You should burn a Confederate flag to see what happens. I bet they won't be able to tell the difference. They probably wouldn't.
I've been watering the blueberry plant, even though I think it's dead. It's not. Came back to life. It started little shoots.
Nice.
So.
Well, just because the top layer of the plant might look dead, the roots and stuff are still likely.
So it's happy, and the fucking strawberries are real happy. The thyme or rosemary's real happy. So still got. Oh, those fucking onions are getting diabolical.
Oh shit!
They're actually becoming like
stalks.
And then there's other plants that just decided to take root up in that bitch that are not weeds. They're like cool fucking succulent looking plants. So I'm like, where the fuck did these come from?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a natural environment that seems to be like the onions with the other stuff seem to be like coexisting and helping each other.
Yeah.
Those onions are almost 2 years old, dog. You just won't die.
I'm hoping these doctors right and Trump has 6 to 8 months left in him. Honestly, I don't even think.
Walla Wallis too. Those are the best.
Oh, some of the plants that you had in my backyard. After a while, like I actually pulled out a lot of the blackberries and shit and kind of cleared it out, and a lot of the stuff just yeah. And I think you have a gigantic thing of romaine that's just super tall, that's just got like a bunch of lettuce just on the top of it, but then just this stalk that's like a good foot long, just up in the air.
Just keeps on coming back, huh?
Yep.
That's cool.
I don't think JD would be able to hold the cult together. He wouldn't be able to. I honestly think Trump don't got till the end of the year. I'm pretty sure he's going to croak by the end of the year, bro.
Bro's not going to live more than a year or two. That's like 90% surety of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not going to live another 2 years. I'm like 90%.
I would be shocked if he survives, to the midterms, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to be dead before midterms. That's like 90% chance.
Yeah.
We got doctors literally being like, I deal with this shit every day.
Well, yeah. Well, Hyperion was mentioning. That's why I brought. That's what I talked about. Because, I mean, in a weird way, the silver line about it all is that there would be such a lame duck presidency with Vance because not even Republicans really like him a lot. The main problem is that the people around him will probably still be doing shit, and he'll just basically be the yes man signing of the pen for everything, just kind of like Trump is, but without the charisma and the love that Trump gets in a way. Despite what the reality of it all is. So, I mean,
I just don't think that the MAGA base is.
That's what I'm saying. Like the love that Trump gets, versus that JD does, even within his own base, is not even remotely close. And
it's like
it's arguable that Vance doesn't even really have much of love from the MAGA crowd anyway.
I feel like they would rather vote for someone else, to be honest, than rather have like DeSantis.
I wonder if there's is there?
Because DeSantis is more aggressive, like get shit done guy.
Well, he's also putting fingers in, like was an awkward, horrible, terrible debater against Trump and Newsom too. Even I don't really think DeSantis is not. I don't know. Like as a policy and governing, yeah, but like to get to that position, he basically has to have so much fuck you money that he just like buys out the competition, basically to the point where it's just impossible to like outbid.
That is one thing about JD is he's got friends
in high places.
With money.
That's like literally the only thing that's kind of keeping him around, and the reason why he's there in the first place. He got enough yes men around Trump to consider him. I'm not thrilled Newsom seems to be the next Demnom already. I hate it. And also,
at least he's fighting. But anybody can fight. Anybody can fight. It's about the policies.
And also, even if right now his policies are with little he has right now are good, he's a snake in the grass. Whatever he eventually says about his shit and everything else, like when it comes to policy, don't fucking believe him. I mean, I'm glad that he at least is, acting aggressive, I guess, but there's others that are, are very well capable of doing the same and are just better. Like, there's Plattner, like Garney Plattner, I think, in Maine, who's like literally looks like a MAGA world chud dude, but is overtly like a socialist and like a free Palestine guy since the fucking 90s, a combat vet who's disabled, and all that shit. Pritzker seems more genuine. He's a fucking billionaire. I actually like Pritzker, man. I like honestly, because I'm gonna go to Chicago pretty soon. I really love that he has got balls and doesn't give a fuck. He kind of also looks like some sort of a mafia thug boss. You know what I mean? Like,
I got all the shit.
It's perfect.
Dollar Tree for the win.
I don't really know too much about Pritzker's policies, though. I just know that at least, as it stands right now, I like him. Because Governor Pritzker of Illinois.
Yeah, that dude's cool.
I don't really know too much about all of his policies.
I don't know his policies either, but I hear his
words. As it stands right now, he's cool as fuck.
Speaks.
Yeah, and he's actually like badass right now. So it's like,
I like him.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really dog on him right now.
Josh Shapiro's taking a shit. I used to like him a little bit. Now he's full Zionist.
He always was. I never liked him because he was that. Plus, just kind of a corporate stuff suit.
He does get shit done, and he does do some cool shit for the state. And then he got that fucked up highway repaired in like fucking 5 days.
I think also we're basically in a soft civil war conflict with only one side doing anything. The other side keeps bending the knee, instead of doing something, anything.
True.
Yeah. I mean, like, the thing is, like, when it comes to the Civil War, soft or hot or whatever, I mean, like, you would think there would be overt, like, violent, like, lethal combat, like, kind of shit going on. But it's not really there yet, but, I kind of see how that is rolling to that point, but, I mean, as it stands with, like, Trump's conditions and shit right now, let's say even if, like, that shit does go through and, like, there's some element of, like, actual, like, just full-on fascist takeover shit, right? Like, I mean, when it croaks, the main, like, broader GOP and the party is going to be like, all right, we're kind of...
What were we just talking about a second ago?
Like, we're going to be, like, done with this because it just looks bad for us, period.
We were just talking about, I was going to look it up. Pulled up my phone and I was going to look it up. What the fuck were you just talking about? Oh, you were mentioning Civil War. Okay, yeah, I know.
I really think that's what Trump's trying to incite. To a degree, I think, yeah. I think he's also just trying to, like, look for an excuse to try to incite martial law in, like, a form of, like, state of emergency to where he can, like, override the Congress and shit. He's trying to, like, see how far he could push it, basically.
Could I show this photo to the...
if you want.
It's a photo of 4 different vets. American Civil War, Spam War, World War I, World War II. They're not family members. They're just
you mean the Spanish-American War?
Yeah. Pretty cool. Now the oldest dude, the Civil War one, he looks like he's seen some shit.
Dude, that guy is just like shell shocked for life, bro. He's actually, I mean, that's not really a like.
Everyone died in that war. The American Civil War was the most, by far, the most casualties of any war for the Americans.
You want to know a more crazier fact about that? Most of that wasn't even from battle. Most of that was from just straight up disease and shit.
And starvation.
Yeah. Not even like wounds, you know, like they were a major part, but the disease spread even amongst, you know, soldiers who weren't wounded and shit too, because it was just so bad.
Look at this dude, bro. He looks like he's seen some shit, dog. Look at his face. He's just like, I'm traumatized. And I always will be.
I'm not saying anything to my children.
Yeah. I'm taking this shit to the grave.
Bertrand wants to redo Mount Rushmore with 4 heads of himself. That just sounds bullshit.
Yeah, I think that's like some onion or something.
Yeah, I guarantee you that is probably a satire thing, dude.
That's crazy. So this guy would have had to been like 90 years old, bro.
Yeah.
And he was born, so he must have been born in 1840.
Maybe, or maybe, fuck, maybe even as young as like 1850 or like 1849 or 48 even. Like, because there were little like drummer boys.
Wow.
Oh no, there were drummer boys and even boys who would lie about their age.
You'd be like,
who'd like be tall, but will be like
yeah.
12, but they're like, no, I'm actually like 16, you know. Or they'll like try to deepen their voice, like, no, I'm like 17, I just look young.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like,
Cool.
Can you shoot? Yeah, I hunted with my paw like all my life. All right, here's your gun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kill yourself, Confederate or something, or
So
kill yourself
we're
a
looking
Yank.
at 1850 basically to 1945.
Yeah.
That's almost 100 years of veterans right there, dog.
I mean, shit, the guy in World War II could still, I mean, who knows? Maybe this picture was taken while World War II is still going on. He just happens to be back home. So it could be even 1943 or 1942 even.
That is true. That's a lot of history in one picture.
Yep. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think that they're all family members. These two might be, though. These two look alike. Son's just way taller, and they have the same, like, mouth and shit. And then these two, they just don't look alike at all.
Well, all it says is for U.S. veterans from different war eras.
I could
mean,
see those two, though, being brother.
I mean, or,
dad.
like, yeah. I mean, maybe, like...
It looks like his dad.
Yeah.
They have the same nose and eyes and shit.
Yeah,
though.
well, yeah, because maybe those two are, like, you know, related, but
and then like, but
he's, you know, but his dad was, you know, related or a friend to him.
And then that's his dad or something.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
They're just, like, live in the same town and said,
and they're part of, like, part of the, like, American Legion,
he's
whatever
probably
shit.
like, my son's back from the war. Hey, let's get all 4 of us together.
There's like a little meeting or
get
something.
Our fucking.
It's like a veterans, you know, rally thing or whatever the fuck, you know. Or
he's got the old man's got a medal. He doesn't have a uniform, but he has a medal.
Yeah, like he doesn't have his uniform anymore, but he does have his war medal.
So that's still.
And then, yeah, like I'm sure he probably does, but he's not in like his uniform either, outside of the cap. At least from what it looks like, and he's in his just regular like casual.
Officer.
Well, not
like in Paris.
It's just like it's like briefs, casual, like off duty, like slacks.
Your
the equivalent of slacks, basically.
Cool. I thought you would enjoy that a little bit. Every once in a while, Facebook sends something cool my way. August and Keegan really want me to start this band with their trans friend Lyra.
Lyra or whatever.
Who they say they go by they, so they're trans and non-binary. It's gonna be really confusing.
Well, I mean, like
not confusing, but it's just like I don't want to piss people off.
Well, there are people like
I call everybody man and dude.
Well,
bro.
yeah, there are people who are non-binary that don't always go by like they them, but there are also like trans people that like will. Go by like she, her, or he, him, but also might just prefer they, them just because it's a neutral pronoun and that is just kind of a, like, oh, yeah, them over there, or, yeah, that person over there, like them, kind of thing, or them. Like, it's just kind of a neutral pronoun already as it is. So I think that maybe it's just like easier when it's like, oh yeah, they over there.
Anyways, they
blah,
want
blah,
me
blah.
to join the band because they need a bassist, but they're like straight metal.
And you're not much of a metal bassist.
No. I played metal bass.
Well, yeah, I know
kind of the first bass.
Yeah,
that I
same
played.
for me too.
Well, no,
yeah.
like let's be honest. Probably the most jamming I've ever done
It's metal stuff. Yeah,
because it's what everyone does.
yeah.
Everyone wants to play metal. I played I pretty much every young group of people I've been together with doing jam sessions or the music collective thing me and Forrest made, it's metal or punk.
I was about to say, yeah, that seems to be the usual.
Just what it is. It's just default what people default choose to play. And I even let them know, I'm like, bro, like, I'm cool. I don't hate metal. Like, I'm just trying to get out and play music again, period.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to play it all. But, to be honest, I'm trying to do more like folk, funk, other kind of genres. Because it's just, metal is just so overdone. But at the same time, Keegan is pretty talented. August is pretty talented. And this Lyra person apparently can shred. So, if I could just kind of hold down the bass harmonies, maybe have a decent band, be good enough to be an opener or something.
Yeah, well, like also, metal bass usually isn't super complicated up until maybe like, depending on what you're doing with it, with like certain songs or certain ideas.
Yeah.
Because most of it is just basically doing what the rhythm guitarist is doing, but you're just holding like the main like root bass shit. Like,
but it depends on the style of metal, because
I know
that's not at all what like new metal, like Tool.
Yeah.
New metal.
Well,
shit.
yeah, like because once you add like prog, or alt or like fusion elements of metal, yeah, then the bass is gonna add a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'm not a big into thrash metal. Not my thing, really.
Because there's not much heavy.
No offense to Tyler, I love their band. I think they're great.
Yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea, really.
Yeah, for me, it's more my like cup of tea with metal, just because this has such a strong overlap of punk and shit too. So
I mean, just like there's thrash metal. Their thrash metal is like old Iron Maiden style thrash metal.
Well, a lot of old school thrash was a lot of old school thrash was like heavy, like speed punk speed metal.
I'm just saying that's just not.
It like evolved, from like some of that shit, and then just blended a lot of the heavy stuff, like yeah.
And the vocal style too, like very Iron Maiden-esque.
Well, no, the vocal style is more like it's more guttural and shit. So it's definitely more of like kind of a
not with Zach and Tyler's vocals.
Well, when they do them, but like when the main dude is like I forgot his name, but like when he's doing vocals, it's definitely different.
Well, yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is there's so many fucking elements.
Well, yeah,
of old thrash metal type stuff that it's just kind of dated to me. And also doesn't really like make me want to mosh, to be honest. But I'll mosh for him because I'm supporting the homie. Honestly, I think Tyler would be more successful if he just started his own band.
Well, isn't he doing a solo project?
Yeah, but that's not starting a solo project with people. It's just him doing his own thing, I think. He's kind of just writing.
Well, hey, I mean, he's being pretty successful at things so far.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying I'm the one saying that he should be a front man because I think that he would get so much attention and love.
I mean, kind of from what I can tell, at least it seems like he already kind of does.
Oh, he does, but he's in the background, and people. The thing is, like, I've been to his shows.
Not from my experience, at least. Even just not going to his shows, just because I have bad luck with that. It's like the Los Malvados meme.
He does his performance shit. He can't help himself.
I know, but I'm saying like.
But he would be better.
But when I have been with him when I have been with him at other shows, people will come up to him, just hanging out because. He's a part of the band. Like people know him, because he's been in that band. They're like, now that he's toured with some of these other bands that he's seen probably off and on and shit, all these shows, and now it's gotten like in enough to where it's like, yeah, I'm like basically kind of a part of this community now.
Oh basically. yeah, definitely. What I'm saying is, random people when they watch him play, they're looking at Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler is performing the best. He's the best instrument player in the band. By far, and he has probably the best stage presence. He gets into it the whole time, and he's odd about it, and people fucking love it.
Yeah,
that's why you'll get maybe one or two people will go up to other bandmates like, "Oh, I really like your bass playing," and they deserve it. They're not bad, but you get like 5-10 people coming up to Tyler, like every time. Like, bro, you're fucking a legendary shredder. Like, how long you been playing? Like, your hair is so nice. Like, you fucking epic, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he's a one-man crowd pleaser attractor.
Yeah.
He doesn't need anybody else. Do you get what I mean? If he
yeah.
was front guy.
Like an Ingve, and he has just
Yes.
the background crew.
Yes, I could see.
Or like the guy from
like Jimi
Wednesday
Hendrix.
13, or like
I
Jimmy.
was told Tyler, I'm like, the Tyler King experience. Like the Jimi Hendrix experience. It wasn't the Jimi Hendrix band or Jimi Hendrix. It was the Jimi Hendrix experience. You know what I mean? Like,
why not just call it the King's experience?
the King's experience.
Keep it simple.
That's fucking cool.
And actually, that sounds badass in
That
itself.
does sound fucking badass. I just wish I was a better bass player or drummer because I could help him out. He's too good for me, bro. I can't keep up with his shit.
Well, also,
Too
it
fast.
gets super complicated, too, in a lot of ways.
Too
Where he
difficult.
always has so much complicated, shit with, rhythms and other stuff and leads where I'm like,
Whoa.
what do I do with, a lead here? Or, at least a rhythm? I get this, but you're going so much so quick where I'm like, I know this is a root here, but what do I, do here in the middle of, whatever you're going on in here on your way back down on your lick to where I go
Yeah,
back,
'cause he doesn't just play scales, bro. He'll do harmonic
Yeah.
shift change.
Yeah, he does that a lot, yeah. And a lot of it's
Yeah.
just where's the right note at a certain point when you're doing your lick to change, the rhythm up a little, so we're at, especially just not only sounds good, but also where it's in time and
So I could fit in, but I want
Yeah.
it. I want it like Jimi Hendrix. His rhythm section didn't just fit in to what he was playing. They added.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I could find 3 notes and play them the most simplistic possible way, and it be in harmony. But I'm not really adding anything
Yeah.
besides just a bass harmony. There's nothing really written intrinsic, shit. I could do that with Tyler, but that's the best I can do.
Same here.
The same with, same with back in the day with Keegan and August. They're pretty quick, but I feel like they're kind of out of practice, and I'm the one who's been developing.
Yeah,
I feel like they plateaued or even got rusty, and I've actually, you saw, I've gotten really, at least with the dexterity and the bass strength, pretty, I could, manhandle that bitch.
Oh yeah,
And be in key.
Yeah.
And somewhat in rhythm.
yeah,
But, I'm challenging myself to play really difficult shit sometimes.
yeah. And even with the intermittent mistakes in between stuff, sometimes
Still,
you
it's not
get it.
noticeable.
Yeah,
It's literally not
I will
noticeable.
notice it occasionally where sometimes it'll go up a
I'll
little,
try and do
and you're
something.
literally a half note off, but then you hit the right
Back to
note
the
somewhere,
octave, yeah,
and
go back
it's
to
like,
the
oh,
octave.
okay, all right, and then you get,
Come back
and then
to
you
the-
come back with
to-
something
Come back
like,
to
whoa,
the regular,
all right,
the regular thing. Yeah, well, that's me trying to expand what I'm doing and then make a mistake being over ambitious.
yeah. Well, if anything, it's easily correctable, and like you were saying, it's not really that noticeable.
If you're playing on a amp, with distortion and stuff, it's really hard to, and you're playing quickly.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
It's going to be
notice
hard, yeah.
Mistakes if there's.
That's also why I love punk, so because if you accidentally make some mistakes here and there,
It
it's
actually sounds better.
in a way, yeah.
The dissonance, the
Mhm.
musical dissonance.
Yep. Well, this chat just died. It's just been on after Aaron's last comment about the Mount Rushmore thing. And to be fair, I don't usually stream at this time. Ugh, no.
I wish these ridges weren't in here. That kind of sucks. That could probably get down here mostly.
Yeah, you're gonna
Those
have to.
fucking ridges.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it bottom.
Stupid. There's literally no reason for ridges. That doesn't help anything.
Didn't you know it's for texture?
Why? Yeah, I know, but why make
Add
this
a little texture.
Why make this flat and even, and then the rest? That's fucking dumb.
Fuck if I know, though. You're just what?
It's gonna be harder to mix now, dude. Because I was gonna go like this.
Well, I mean, I guess you could still do that. You'll just have to every now and then,
No.
like, kind of put it up in the center of that, and then just
Still use this to spread on the roof,
yeah,
but I'm gonna have to probably use the small one.
yeah.
I want to make sure I do this right. I don't want to fuck this shit up.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
This is for taking the shavings off, are too high.
Yeah,
Spots that are too high, just that off and then sand it off.
yeah.
This Bondo is pretty good. Pretty easy to work with. Well, too easy actually, probably is the problem. Don't want to warp it by too fast. This is the last step, really. Painting's easy.
Oh yeah, that's not
Painting's
hard
easy.
at
All
all.
you have to do is take some masking tape
Yeah, that's
and then just paint it.
that ain't gonna be
Pretty easy.
a problem at all.
I think I'll go the extra mile and buy some primer. Because then once I have the paint and the primer, I can use it on other parts of my car.
Yeah.
Later. Like that side door that don't open. I don't think I have the expertise to fix that. But I have the tools and paint. I could go to Forrest and be like, I know a bit. I've been getting better at autobody. You want to show me how to do this? And kind of have me do it, but you point me in the right direction?
Yeah.
Because that would be cool. I'm thinking this actually might be a job skill I could create and actually make
Yeah, because then you can do like
autobody like Forrest
yeah.
make 100,000 a year.
You could probably even ask if he could be a rep.
The problem, well, yeah, he said we have auto body tech apprenticeships now that only take 2 years. For him, it took 5 years to get to where he's at. So the only problem is you do have to go in debt to get your own tools.
Yeah.
Like I might probably have to spend about 5 to 10K on tools over those 2 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, slowly build up.
Yeah.
I know, right?
But hey, it's apprenticeship, which also means that
5,000
there is a union
Yep.
implied, you know,
No,
with
there
that
is.
job.
Caliber Collection has a union. They have benefits and all that.
Yeah.
He's a journeyman, bro.
Yeah, that it basically that means
Yeah.
it's union.
So 100K though after 2 years of service, you're probably still making at least 50K in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Better than what I'm making now. A lot
Yeah.
more time and work though. Probably end up working like.
But in a way, it
overtime.
probably feel more fulfilling.
But it's not just fulfilling. It's like I actually could make money.
Yeah.
I could actually afford a house over like 10 years. I could actually save up and buy.
Yeah,
a house.
and you can actually.
I don't want to do that. It's not worth it.
But well, especially right now. But
People think that investing in a house is a good investment. It's actually a terrible investment because people think, well, my value of my house is going to go up over time, and then I could sell it and retire. Blah blah blah.
That shouldn't be the point of.
the amount of-
it's the point of owning a home or quote investing into it is to live in it.
Well, yeah, so, like,
and be in it for the rest of your life, kind of thing.
literacy
You know?
dude I've been following with, he says, I mean, I could buy a Mercedes Benz, brand new. I don't have to, you know. I can get something cheaper. Like the house is a lifestyle choice, basically. Like you can live in an apartment and have more money, save it up, and invest, and actually like make more money over time than putting all that money into a house that you have to repair. He's like, people don't understand this. The house is actively trying to fall apart. Mother Nature, everything's trying to destroy it.
Obviously, you have to
So you
take
have
care
to-
of the place you live.
It's not actually worth it over those 10, 20 years of the amount of money you have to put into it just to keep it
Well, at
running.
least especially in this fucking market, like of housing, like because I mean, back in the day, like housing was actually like
Well, think
not
about
just
how much
affordable
fucked up
but
things-
feasible, and it was actually like
think about how many
easy.
bad things can happen to
like
us.
a broom
Flooding.
sweeper,
Like
you know, can fucking
Plumbing,
literally
like
own
your
a
plumbing
home with
could
a
freeze.
family and
You
shit.
could have your plumbing freeze, and then you're fucked. You have to replace the whole fucking thing.
Well,
That's going to be tens of thousands.
well,
and you're not saving money.
especially these, yeah.
You're not going to save money doing that.
I mean, yeah, I know. I mean,
Who wants to wait 20 years to get money back on their investment that they had to put another 200,000 in just to keep it alive, and then when they made that 200,000, they think they're winning. You know what I mean? Like they think they're winning because they bought it for half mil. Then 10, 20 years go by, they can sell it for, 700,000. So they made 200K, but they probably spent that just for the upkeep in the property taxes and the more. You see what I mean? Like over those 10, 20 years, you probably didn't really make that much. You could make tens of thousands more saving those hundreds of thousands and putting them into different types of kind of guaranteed investment money. For example, the past 80 years, investing into I forget the name of them, but it's basically stocks that is a stock in everything in the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
So those over the past 80 years have generally gone up 11 to 12% every year. It's almost like a guaranteed annual yearly yield.
Yeah.
And then he makes another great point. Instead of financing a car and owing interest, what you do is you take a shit box like mine, make it last another 5 years, and over that course of that 5 years, save the money, put it in a savings account. Now the bank's paying you interest for that money sitting there.
Yeah.
Now you gain an extra 2, 3, 4 grand without having to do anything, and then you can buy that actual new car outright without any interest.
Yeah.
You do that every 5 years. And as you're driving that one, save for the next one for 5 years. Like, these are smart ideas.
Well, yeah.
These are actually really intelligent things to do, but we don't know how to do this because they don't teach us. They don't want us to do this shit. They want us to get that new car right now. And then pay the fucking pay those
obedient workers and
and then pay the bank loan, pay the bank
Yeah.
money continuously every month for those 5 years. They would rather you consistently consuming rather than hoard your money away
and actually
in a
use that for your own interests or on like a rainy day or for you know a vacation, whatever the fuck. You know.
So
I mean, think about all the fucking subscriptions to shit now. When it used to be like, oh, you know, all you had to do was like maybe like pay like you know a cable company like one little thing, and there you go, boom.
Or you just get a wireless digital converter thingy, antenna thingy, and you get like 70 channels free.
Yeah.
Sometimes signal ain't so great, but it's not like we're in the 60s where signal is going out all the time.
Oh yeah, where you have to like go outside and adjust the dish or whatever the fuck.
And the digital converters, the longer coax cables you get, the more amperage you can amp. So you can do things to actually increase your rate. You can get 120 channels.
Yeah.
It'd just be some weird spot in Idaho.
Hey, that'd be
getting the Idaho local news.
That'd be kind of interesting.
That would. Spy on Idaho.
Yeah, what those weird fucking inbred potato fuck Nazis weirdos are doing.
What they doing in Spokane?
That's Washington.
I know, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
We can't go west. It's not like we're getting ATV on the ocean. Everything's it's coming east. It's gonna be, extra shit's gonna be coming from the east. We get all the way in Montana, some shit up there somehow.
There's not really much like local stuff besides just the local news channels up there, though. I mean,
I like local news though, man. To be honest.
I mean, it depends. I mean, because some of it is literally like owned by Sinclair Broadcast, where it's just like, oh, they're just basically kind of a baby.
Oh, I mean, like with the whole bias and stuff. I mean, but I still get to see like, all right, fucking 3 women were murdered on the max by racist extremists. Like, I still get to see the story and know.
Yeah,
I don't have to agree with the spin on the story.
Yeah,
at least I'm aware of it. At least I'm aware of the damn local story.
Actually, speaking of local stories, you know that elementary school that's near that ICE facility in fucking Portland? I saw actually on a YouTube community post from Now This where they showed that the school literally like had to move like you know the students and the faculty and everything to like a different you know building or a different area in like a temporary zone because of all the pepper balls, the tear gas, and all the bullshit because ICE keeps launching it everywhere. And it's so unhealthy, not just to the residents that live there because there's apartments that are even closer to that fucking place, but also when it comes to like the kids, like it's going to be way more impactful to them than you know.
What the fuck? It's going to rain tonight. It's going to drizzle from 1 a.m. to 6.
Wow, we get a little late night drizzle.
And then it'll rain again at 8 a.m. for 40% chance of rain at 8 a.m. too. So
cool.
Probably getting a little bit of rain. That's actually probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Looks like we got some wildfires going somewhere close around here.
I noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works out for you.
Filthy.
Cause filled cum. What the fuck? Alex Jones actually said that once on InfoWars. What the fuck?
Ah!
There better be a new album from these guys, with the new Alex Jones and shit. There's probably not as much like, but they can make like a ballad album of like, Trump needs to like bump off the brakes and all sort of shit.
South Chicago seems to be warmer than Chicago proper. I'm looking around different parts of Chicago.
Well, I actually did find out why it's actually colder over there and shit.
I saw that.
Yeah, because there's like a cold front that like is coming from the Arctic that's been coming down. So some places, like at least, not at least in Illinois from what I can tell, but at least everywhere else, like it can get as low as like 32 in some places where it's actually like cold. I'm like, damn. It's not going to be for long though. Like within a few weeks after this cold front leaves, it's just going to be hot as fuck again.
Yeah, we're getting there Sunday. It's going to be depending on what part of the city you're at. It'll be like 73 or 77. It's variable depending on what part. And then Monday, 77. Tuesday, 77. Wednesday.
I'm sure it's a lot of variable because of the Great Lake.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place depending on where you're at. So I hope the weather changes for a little bit warmer. Like, I would take, 75 to 85. That's kind of my perfect summer temps, I don't know. Like 71 or 72, that's not summer weather. You know what I mean? That's like summer if you're in the UK. Where it's just cold as balls everywhere, Like the Oregon coast. If it's 70, that's summer. Rare.
I kind of prefer more of like, like mid, late, or high 70s and shit for summer. Low 80s at best.
I want to sweat and be so hot I need to get in the river, and then it's like, oh god.
Well, I don't want to like be that like fucking uncomfortable. Where I'm like sweating.
I want to be uncomfortable, so when I get in the water, it's extremely refreshing. Does that make sense? Like,
I mean, it's still refreshing to me, but
it's not when you get out. You're like, it's 70 degrees and the sun's going down in this wind chill.
Yeah.
For at least like 5-10 minutes, you're gonna be freezing your ass off.
I know.
I don't like that. I'd rather sweat my ass off and then dunk myself in the river or the fucking lake and just have all the impurities off my skin just be eroded away. And I feel clean and cool.
Yeah.
And then it's warm enough to where I'm like, I can dry off easily. If I start sweating again, I'll just hop in.
Yeah.
That's how.
That could be a vibe, especially when like kayaking, kind of get a little workout doing shit like that.
You get kind of sweaty and you're like, especially that double sun, reflective sun.
Yeah, and it's coming back on you, and then you're like, especially with the inflatables, they get warm and shit, where it's like, oh fuck, especially if it's really hot,
burn you almost.
Yeah. So that's when the water really do feel good.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Get on stream, bitches!
I know, there's like 4 of you lurking in here now. Like,
say something.
Oh, quiet as hell. What, do you expect us to just talk to each other this entire time?
Y'all need to fess up.
Fess up to your sins.
Yeah. This is what do they call it? Confession.
Yeah.
This is confession. We got Ignar Priest Husky of the
pastor, fucking Bishop Breyer
of the
Grand
of the Church of Furry.
Grand Pumice of the Furry. I don't know.
Furry Church.
I like how Rose on Discord says I'm in chat, but not in chat. So, what the fuck? Okay. Am I being trolled now?
Oh, cool. Mystery 300-year-old Greek cave skull discovery was found to be neither human nor Neanderthal.
I saw that the other day. I forgot to share.
There's another goddamn hominid species that we were interacting with. Well, not in Greece. We weren't in Greece in 300 years ago. So Neanderthals were interacting with them, though. Neanderthals were over there, so.
Well, actually, I want to see if like maybe the YouTube chat's being
Nah,
stupid.
this can't be.
Oh
real.
yeah, YouTube chat is actually being retarded.
This can't be real, guys. Astronomers discovered an interstellar tunnel that connects our solar system to other stars. I call bullshit.
Wait, what?
I call bullshit. That's clickbait. That's got to be some clickbait. I don't believe it. I don't think it's real. It's got to be fake.
Well, you know, let me read the article then, I guess. Well, ignore our YouTube burn a flag with me and Paul live on YouTube if invited in the next week. Sure. Actually, Phoebe, well, not me, but my friend Rip City, that's one of the mods on here, and another friend, Tyler, or Metal T, we like to call him, they got arrested by ICE and DHS last night for burning flags at the ICE protest in Portland, dude.
Wait, DHS got involved?
Yeah, DHS was there. Yeah.
Stefan
specifically said that the DHS was there.
Why? The Department of Human Services is arresting?
Department of Homeland Security.
Oh. Different.
What? Yeah.
I thought you meant the Department of Human Services. I was like,
no, not that DHS.
They have the power to arrest people? I'm like, the fuck?
See, this shit is important. Yeah, well, they're released now. They're free now and stuff. But, you know, they were charged. They don't know what their charges are, and they're released, like, later that night. So, and Stefan or Ripsey tried to take it to the ACLU, and Tyler's going to as well. And so far it seems like outside of maybe a couple others, they're like only two that legally have like a civil lawsuit case that can go national with it, especially if this keeps up. So funny enough, my friends might be like the first like roll of the dice, you know, when it comes to like fighting this flag burn shit, at least as like a civil lawsuit case. That shit would be fucking legit. Though also, for doing that live with like you and Paul, should we all do it as like a collective stream?
Cool.
Should we like go on Discord and all do it together? Because I mean, I think that would be the best way to do it. We all just like time it out right, where we're just, you know, we just go somewhere to do it. Because I totally, you know, I would actually legit be down with that. If you want to maybe see if you want to like maybe chat with Paul about that and figure out a time, because I am going to be in Chicago until September 5th. So if it is any time between then, legit, I don't know if I will be able to, but if it's at least after that, then yeah, I should be able to do that. I know there's like a few spare random ass flags, you know, that are in my house that I can just pick up and no one's gonna notice or care. In fact, I know there's like one like stuffed in some corner that is just like kind of like an old dirty one that
oh my god,
it's just been kind of
warning,
defiled.
cancer and reproductive harm. Holy shit, dog! This is some chemicals.
Yep. Testing. Well, okay, I fixed it. YouTube is just being stupid with the chat. But yeah. I mean, so I definitely want to though, especially just because at the very minimal, like I know my friend Lo, he's not really as you know, in agreement of the idea, but
no, I'm agreed that they have the right to do it. And they
well, yeah. Well, no, that's what I mean. You know, like you understand and agree the idea of it's right, but
for me, what the flag should represent is something that it doesn't.
Well, yeah.
But that doesn't mean I don't want it to represent that. So, like, to me, I don't see it as that symbol that the world sees it as, which is an oppression, colonial, imperialistic, bigot
banner, you know,
that you know, white nationalist people use, you know, and because to me, it should be about like overcome, like with
liberty and like also like, you know, the melting pot of the world. Like we welcome all that come here. Like, you know, we are, you know,
Lady Liberty. You know?
You know, that, you know, I agree with that. But
that's
I mean,
what it should stand for. But
that's why, you know, I think, you know, especially when it comes to the broader concept of just flag burning in general, you know, take our flag out of it. I mean,
I'll admit,
for a lot of people,
I've been taught a little respect for the flag through Boy Scouts, dog.
sure.
Folding it up and
I mean,
it up
at least
and putting it up
for my
and taking it down,
personal
don't let it hit
principle
the
about
ground
it,
and-
you know, like it's when it fails to represent what it ought to and stuff, like it comes like a message to say, hey, it represents this. I am burning that off because
Well,
it does not represent what it should, and
that's all fine. That's other
but
people's,
also
you know.
there's actually a legal law
I know.
where it's required.
They went to goddamn. It's freedom of speech.
Not just that. No. When it comes to a flag that has been defiled, damaged, touched the ground, legally the respectful thing for the flag to be done then is to burn it. Like there's actually a legal process of burning the flag in an actual legal means. Where it's like, given certain circumstances, it's actually
no. I'm pretty sure they had a court ruling where it's legal to burn the flag. It's about
for protected. Oh no, there is.
Speech.
No, there absolutely is. I'm saying that even well before then, there was a governmental /
they still were like, all right.
There is that
we got to cremate this flag.
If it touched the flag, touched the ground,
it needs to be cremated,
or been used as other fabrics, used as t-shirts, bandana,
it's disrespectful.
Exactly, right. And yet you got all these Patriot Americana yup motherfuckers, and they're wearing the flag all over the body. It's like that shit literally should be burned.
Like fucking Brian's ass with the
kneel for the cross or whatever.
Bro, you got a flag on a t-shirt. That's literally disrespectful to the flag.
Yeah, because you're consumerifying it.
Yeah. Like that one fucking trans person was like, "I hate gay pride because they made it all fun and consumer-like and festive instead of a riot." Meh.
There's nothing wrong with it being Oh my god,
it's consumer capitalism.
Hey, if you got
violent activism.
Hey, if you got a bunch of bigoted fucks showing up trying to cause trouble, then fuck them up. You know what I mean? But at that point,
happening they even had police there at gay. My dad worked the Gay Pride Festival every year.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, my
dad thinks it's funny. He loved it. He was like, they got people in cages dancing and shit with collars on. He's like,
awesome. Wait, why is he laughing? That's awesome. Based. Fuck yeah.
He finds it funny. He thinks it's hilarious.
Hey, at least he's not morally offended by everything.
He's like, let him be funny. Let him be happy and funny. That's how you
Pride is not supposed to be a place for T-Mobile to sell phones and cases. Well, yeah. I don't like the corporatization of it. I mean, a lot of corporations have actually even backed off, and been let's look at the moral compass of America today. Well, we all hate the queers. Nah, fuck them now. Nah, fuck the Pride stuff.
Well, no, Forrest would go to...
are we actually for that? Pride shit everywhere. Pride logos. Let's go.
When we were all 15, Forrest, he was a little older than us, he would go to gay Pride fests. And back then, it was handmade shit.
Yeah.
But it was still a festival that was positive. It wasn't a violent... no one was coming to antagonize them, and they weren't trying to antagonize no one. It was we're all just vibing and celebrating us.
Yeah.
But it wasn't corporate. It was handmade shit. People had their own...
different people in the community, queer artists and shit out there making their shit and stuff.
Yeah. So that's...
It's a peaceful protest, but a protest regardless. Pride's not supposed to be a place for children to get a little cotton candy ride at Ferris wheel. I mean, I get that part to an extent, but also, I think there's a place for both, right? Maybe not the festival, let's put a Ferris wheel up or whatever fuck. And at least for the Portland Pride Fest, I don't think we've done that, but... I mean, ultimately, it is kind of an element of, at the end of the day...
I've never heard of that for gay pride.
Well... Yeah, but ultimately, Pride has always been
if there's a Ferris wheel already there in the city, then let's make it rainbow.
I guess.
I doubt there's any gay Pride festival that just sets up a fucking
Ferris
wheel just for the day.
I think Phoebe was being a little hyperbolic with it, though. But the point being, I think there is at least especially a place for both because, especially right now in the current paradigm with how, a lot of the right-wing views, not just trans people, but queer people, taking away your rights stuff. Yeah, especially now more than ever, maybe the conversation of, we need to be, looking at, the more protest kind of radical side of Pride. But, also, like, it's okay to let, families and, show up for other festivities that are Pride into as well.
Yeah, I think it's
You
a
can
good
have
thing.
multiple Prides in one city. Make some a little radical where it's more 18 plus, and make some that are just for the families and shit.
I think it's actually extremely helpful to society for having peaceful, festive, celebratory type of Pride events because, like you said, they can bring children.
And let them know that's all. Yeah, because I mean, you got because you have Folsom Pride and Stonewall Pride, and those are like very adult. Where sometimes you'll find people like fucking. Sometimes, like there will be certain parts of those prides secluded where it's like
the Salt Lake City.
Yeah, where it's like expect people to be fucking there.
They get intense. Like I said, people in cages on floats.
Well, yeah, because there are prides like that, but
like
at the same time, there's plenty of very family-friendly prides, and sometimes there are prides like that. Maybe not the same day, but in the same city. It's just a different pride. It's just like. Like I think ultimately there's a place for both because like at the end of the day they're all kind of a variable of a protest.
Right. Portland, we have festival. In Canby, protest.
I see that. That's fair. Or like Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, like out here or.
And the thing is, you could protest some numbers to Canby, showing them how gay they actually are.
Oh yeah.
Did you know 1 out of 5 boys in the Canby School District, by the time they reach high school,
are clear of some. So CSA.
Yes. So they could call.
Sounds about Canby.
They could call them out and be like, "Y'all are a bunch of gay ass like pedophiles."
Yeah.
But you hate gay people, yet you do gay shit. That's
being hyper. Yeah, I figured.
I don't think you should call it gay. Just fucking perverted ass.
I mean, it's just pedophilia at that point.
Yeah.
Like, you're just being pedophile fucks.
Well, you're talking strictly boys. That's a little weird.
Well,
the only
fucked
boys,
up, but usually
it's just boys. Because some people get off on the "I'm taking their masculinity away."
Well, honestly, there's a weird fucked up thing about
because of Michael.
I know, like, because from my understanding about like the reciprocal cycle factor of the shit, it predominantly is that. Yeah, there's
feel like a man because that's what I was taught by this trauma, and it's just fucked. And it's just like they should go protest those people.
Yeah,
go protest friendly Portlanders who actually love you. You know what I mean? Go protest the bigots.
I guess honestly, if it is, let it just be like a sense of like, hey, we're being a little extra with our flair. Like not like no, our rights, blah blah, but just like, hey, I'm going extra than I usually am, kind of thing. A little extra expression.
I feel like that's what it's all. That is what it's for. Like, why would you not go extra on Gay Pride Festival?
Well, because also, especially, like we're talking about, like, because there's a lot of places where being extra radical like that to kind of also kind of make a point of like, yeah, we're here, we're queer, get used to it, kind of shit. Especially in places like in the Deep South, like, yeah, it's. There's a lot more of an importance to that. I mean, I guess it's just easier to be like, like we don't necessarily need it as much when it's just so accepted out here, But there's still people around here.
But my point earlier is,
but they are an outlier.
By having like festival rather than protest, there's still benefits to that for not just gay people, but the next generation.
Yeah.
For having more of a harmonious community here.
Yeah. Well, also, like, think about, like, the Naked Bike ride. Like, it's technically, like, an official, like, ride of a thing, but it's actually a protest. That's how they get away with it. Because they couldn't legally get away with it the way they're doing it, just with how the laws of the books are. So the loophole is that they can do that as a form of protest. Use nudity as a form of protest, so that's how they get away with it. So it's literally, like, a protest, but also, it's not presented like that though. It's just considered a yearly Portland thing,
Let's be honest. If one of us does it, then you're probably gonna go to jail for like public nudity or some shit. But if we all do it, they can't take us all into the drunk tank.
But the thing is, it's hence the protest factor. Like they will sign the actual like specific protest forms and let them know their route. And the city's okay with it, and it's been a yearly thing forever.
Did you really grind up that nug and then share any with it with me?
You want that one?
This fucking dude! I thought you would have wanted me to try.
Okay, here, try it. It's right there. No, just go for it.
Bro, there's too much nicotine up in this bitch. And it's an ass booty one.
Okay. Well,
what are you doing to me? I buy all these half ounces,
Oh,
and you can't even share your one
Oh
little
my god.
nug.
Okay, that was honestly my bad because we've just been chilling back and forth and talking and
This
shit.
is all tobacco.
It shouldn't be that. Well, now it's all kind of.
Dang.
What's up, man? Back in town.
This is actually like some.
Hey, bro,
bud
if
thing
you,
here.
I don't know if there's any time available, but if you want to maybe drop my bag off at my place at some point, whenever, that'd be cool.
Oh, he's back in town.
Yep.
All right, cool. That's weird. He's back in town, and then I think Jen just left. So Jen comes to town when he's gone, and then
I think Jen picked him up and dropped him off, and then she left. I don't know. I think that's what happened. That's what I assumed because he said that Jen was gonna bring him down here, then he was gonna go back up with her eventually. I can tomorrow. All right. Yeah, because I'm gonna do my second day. Oh, Bri, I didn't even tell you, but I had my first day. Yeah, it's my first day, and bro, like 80% of the time, I'm just sitting there on my ass, just not doing shit.
This is where he belongs with the furries.
Dude, there's like another furry there who's gay, and then there's like another gay guy there apparently. There's me who's also a furry and bi. There's like one straight dude, and then there's like another like I think kind of bi guy, but is married to a chick and has got a kid and shit. And so it's just, and even the other guy was saying, and I think his name was like well, I actually won't say his name out loud, but his name was like D, or at least I'll nickname that. Well, no, his first name starts D.
He's Big D. Let's call him Big D.
Well, actually, he is actually kind of a bear. Like he is a little.
Old D.
Yeah, Big D actually works because he is kind of a bear a little bit. So that actually works. So, I mean, and
big old DD packing.
I mean, we haven't gotten that well known, but yeah, I was just kind of shadowing him. But then,
little does Big D know.
Yeah, like he's the other furry, and and he also we end up adding each other on Telegram, and he added me to a few Rose City fur groups, and I'm just like, well, fuck yeah, dude.
I see your shorts is as big as mine.
Thanks. At least, yes, Spaceballs. Spaceballs! Watch out! It's Spaceballs! Dude, that song goes hard.
That 80s theme song did go hard. Because it had rhythm changes.
Should we play it, honestly? Just because Alright, you know what? We're playing it. I'll pause my shit just so we can play it. I don't even care.
I don't think we'll get copyrighted for that.
No, I doubt it. Look at the thumbnail of me right there. Just,
just terrified.
I know. I look like someone's about to shoot me.
You're so surprised. You're like, whoa, murderer. Where'd you come from?
I know, right? Like, I'm about to get burnt. Is this it? I think so. Yeah, it is. It's by the Spinners.
Yeah, it's different. Why do you keep doing that? That is where you drink from. This touches everything. You were sick with that cup. Now, your sickness is on my... Like, well, you don't think about shit, dog. You did that twice. I didn't say anything the first time.
I'm sorry. I was just putting it somewhere. My bad.
For you or me doing that. This is not a smart idea.
Oop. And he walks away with it. I can't enjoy it as much anymore. He always gets at me with like the fucking 80s suck. And then he's like,
in this song, the drums are stagnant, but other shit is rhythmic. There's a lot of rhythmic changes in other instrumentation.
Well,
that's what.
Well, because it's maintaining the same BPM and the rhythm, but like it does change, with the other parts,
But the drums doesn't change.
Because that's the main root.
I feel like they don't even have a drummer. They probably have a drum machine on the.
Probably. I mean, drum machines were actually starting to get pretty big and popular at this era.
I hate it. I need a real drummer, man, with that dynamic.
I mean, I don't.
And shit, dog. Give me some fills.
I mean, I don't really mind if it's done well. Like, because
This is done well.
it is. That's
is
why I
done
love
well.
it. Like that. Bing, 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 bing. It kind of really blends with the bass though pretty well.
It's got a little funk to it. A little funk rhythm.
And it's got a couple fills, but they're meant to be simple fills.
Not the drums.
Well, it did there for a sec.
That's a drum machine. You can create a generic fill. Generic. It don't sound organic.
But it still sound good. It don't like. I mean, it's meant to like have a little bit.
I like this theme song. Just showing you my qualms with the 80s.
And I don't know. I don't know. I just dig it more. I guess
Most rock music didn't have stagnant fucking drums in the 80s.
No.
They had an actual drummer kicking ass.
I'm not
Look
like
at Rush and other bands. I don't consider that 80s music. When I talk about 80s music,
well, Rush is certainly 80s.
No,
I mean,
I'm talking about 80s music. When people refer to 80s, they're referring to the pop music from their high school era.
Well, that's just them with their weird boomer nostalgia.
That's what I'm talking about. I hate the boomer nostalgia shit.
Well, then that's why, you know, you have to just seek out the good shit. Like, it's actually good. You know, like, it's not that...
We have modern alternative rock getting poisoned by 80s boomer revitalization. I don't like it. Like, Jesus Christ. So this actually has some other elements besides some funk, other elements.
Well, this is the extended version.
Like, you know, MC Hammer. He would have some rock elements to his music, or even Michael Jackson. They'd have like a fucking guitar solo or some shit in there. They weren't like straight pop, you know? You don't have to be straight rock either. You could add some pop elements from the 80s to the rock elements, and that's probably, you know, a good thing.
Because that's some of the good 80s shit. Like, oh my god, because maybe our definition of what, like,
I'm talking about what, like, American people push as 80s music. 80s classics.
But there's,
You know,
I mean, maybe the radio, but fuck, I don't listen to radio shit. Like, I mean, I listen to what other people, you know, listen to, you know, when it comes to that, and it's always all over the place.
I'll be hanging out with people.
Sometimes it's the shit you're talking about. Sometimes it's like some legit, like, 80s funk shit or rock shit, metal shit. Like, it just really depends.
But in my mind,
it literally depends on who is, like...
In my mind, that would just be that band. And I like that band.
Well, there would, a lot of
music.
times they're playing like an 80s playlist. It just happens to be of a certain like genre of that time.
You see what I'm talking about?
And
you see when I bring up 80s music, I don't like 80s music. I'm talking about typical pop radio.
So basically just 80s
generic,
pop then.
I hate it.
Well, just say 80s pop. That's a lot more.
Here's the worst pop music. Probably.
I mean,
the 21st century was the worst era of pop music.
21st?
20th century.
Okay, I was about
1900s.
I was about to be like, I was literally about to be like, hold the fucking phone, because there was some early 2000s, mid 2000s pop where it was like, the fuck were we doing? I'm like,
oh, but at the same time, there's some great early 2000s. Pop.
Yeah, I mean,
some really good, like,
yeah, there was good shit, but it's just like
pop was more expensive at that time because. You have rock music that's pop. You have rap music like Eminem that was pop.
Punk, yeah. Like,
and then, like you said, pop punk with like My Chemical Romance and
or
stuff.
like Green Day or Blink-182.
Well, Green Day's just rock.
Yeah, no, I mean
they're hard rock punk.
Nah,
they're not pop punk, bro. Just because they get little girls that fawn over them the same way they do.
Well, no, their earlier albums are definitely pop. Like, if you look them up on like the genres they are like, you know, or attributed
Which album?
to. I would say like the 21 Guns album and like American Idiot.
No, that was
American Idiot is a little bit more raw punk.
That's actual political like.
Punk is inherently political as fuck.
Yeah, but not pop punk.
There's some song. I mean, 21 Guns album is a little bit more, but like American Idiot, like it's pop in a sense that it's very popular in the zeitgeist of like what people know as Green Day. Like they usually think of that album, like that. Love Grenade. You know,
so
everyone thinks of Green Day with that. You know, album. Usually.
Unless you're a real Green Day fan and you think of it's
well, of course, yeah, of course. But I'm just saying,
it's actually arguably a better album.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm just saying, like for a general, broader like zeitgeist, you know, mindset, like it's pop in that sense. It's not like literal pop punk. It's just popular in the sense of that.
Popular culture on the radio type music.
Yeah,
from the era.
like
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
The same way Queen in the 80s was popular music.
Yeah.
But I don't consider them 80s music.
Because they were still making, because they were still making shit like up until like. There's a lot of bands that maybe started.
That's
from the
one
80s,
reason why a lot of 80s music bands, I don't consider them 80s because they were 70s, 80s, and 90s, and maybe even the 2000s. That wasn't their only era.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't define like Rush was in the 80s, but they kept up with the times. They changed their style to fit the sound.
I'm sure, like there are like other 80s artists that were doing the same. Because I mean, I'm sure not all of them, but like,
they want to be 80s artists. They would be an artist that was 40, 50 years. I mean, how could you pin them down into one decade? I mean, Rush's first album was 1969, dog.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that Working Man song is completely different than, like, Spirit of the Radio or, you know what I mean? Like, it's completely different type of music it sounds. Yet, at the same time, I just don't consider it to sound 80s to me. They may have certain features or facets that arose during the 80s.
I mean, especially like that 80s funk-based shit, yeah.
Or the synths and stuff. Like, I've seen them playing, a lot of bands playing around with it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they used it in the most generic, formulaic way that pop 80s music was done.
Well,
Other people might use the same equipment in better ways.
Well, because they're just experimenting with it. And
if anything, I just hate the sound. That particular formula and sound it produced, I hate. Because it's just so non-dynamic. And honestly, a lot of singers are just kind of whiny. Talking about relationships and...
Because a lot of
whiny
music and shit at that era was kind of about that. I mean,
think about it. It was the boomers in their heyday.
All talking about...
I did too many drugs.
And now,
too much sex. And now my dick don't work.
Or, like, or I hate the fact...
because I fucked too many people. Like, I mean, like, let's be honest. They're the worst generation there ever was. They had the most sex, the most drugs, and did the most wrong.
I mean, because they had the most, like, good and didn't really actually, like...
do anything with it? But be selfish?
Yeah.
They were total heathenists. They were heathenists.
Well, in the worst way, because they, like, literally had, like, the let the good times roll without actually trying to maintain and keep that up for their future canon anyone. Like, they literally were, like, the me generation. They didn't... because honestly, inherently, I don't really necessarily think, the hedonistic shit is inherently wrong, but it's just, like, how it was all about them. It wasn't about anything else.
And the artists singing were them. They were part of that them. Sorry, I don't.
And what's so shitty is that so much of their music was actually being like, hey, like, note that, like, you're still getting
I have
fucked.
Everything I want.
Well, but also that there were, but, like, some of that music out there. But even some of that music out there...
You're making me... They're blaming it on the drugs. It's like, no, it's you, dude.
Yeah, like, because there were... Yeah, like, because there were even a lot of songs at that time that they were definitely listening to outside the nostalgic shit that are, like, radio hits now that we have to just strongly have to listen to on the fucking radio. Like, it's just one of those things, like... they were listening to shit where it's like, hey, like, it's actually critiquing saying, hey, maybe it wasn't, just everything else around you, it was you, but also, like, it's a system, like, you're realizing it's kind of fucking you.
Like Led Zeppelin are known as, like, a 70s band, because...
Predominantly,
because they stopped. They quit too early.
Yeah.
But I don't consider them a 70s band, I consider them, like, one of the greatest rock bands of all time. Their music
come from the 70s, but because it does transcend. Yeah,
it transcends.
Well, because music or a band comes from a certain era, even if it's short-lived, like Zeppelin or Hendrix or whatever, like doesn't mean that the shit doesn't transcend.
I disagree because Zeppelin would have kept making great music if they had stayed together, same as Jimi Hendrix. These one-hit wonder.
Well, yeah,
make one single.
Well, same with people like Richie Valens and shit, too. Like, even back in the day. Like, imagine a lot of the,
Well, let's move on. You see what the difference is?
Yeah, I know.
These people only existed in the 80s, and they only had, like, 2 songs that they're popular for. They're not really contributing to music on a vast scale like these other people are, to where you can't pin them down to one era.
But I do feel...
pin them down to one
I know. I do feel like there were every...
You see how much more... Like,
I know, but I do... But the thing is, though, I do feel like every era has that. Like, I mean, like the 90s, 2000s, 2010s...
Tell me what was formulaic and annoying about those eras. I thought there was a lot of diversity in the pop music at the time.
Okay, well, I'm not really necessarily saying just a pop, but like, hold on.
Bringing up Green Day.
Wait, hold on. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me at least elaborate what I'm trying to say. Like, cause I'm not really trying to say with any specific genre, but you have like, I can't even really think of some of the song, like the bands, but I could think of like some one-hit wonders, like that Kryptonite song, whatever that band is, like that's a one-hit wonder from like, where it was. There's not much.
They didn't have anything get on the radio. Doesn't mean they didn't have other songs. They're decent.
I mean, from what I've listened to, it just all seems, like, I mean, I don't know, like. And Kryptonite is literally like such a radio song that I've heard all the time, where I'm like, I don't know.
But then you listened to a whole album by it?
I tried to, but it just wasn't my thing, and I just kind of got...
I feel like if me and you were to see them as a warm-up band live back in the day, we would probably like them a lot more than...
Maybe.
Because, like...
Well, example, if we were growing up, like if we were our age in like the 90s and 2000s, then sure. We probably...
Kendrick Lamar, to you... sickens you the way pop
no, hold
pop
on.
Sickens me.
I actually, honestly, it's the Paul put it best. Like Paul's, it's like I honestly kind of like a lot of the stuff he does, but I just hate his whiny voice. And I that's how I am.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't like his voice.
Sound. It's a sound. You don't like the sound. It's the same with the 80s pop. I hate their voices.
That's my bad.
I hate the style. I hate the vocal.
I don't like. I just genuinely do not like his vocal style.
That's why I brought it up. It's a vocal style I just fucking hate. But if I've been growing up at that time and that's all there was, I might be more open to it. Whereas, like you're hearing Kendrick Lamar.
And his voice to me is generally kind of wild, like whiny.
Let's move on. You've said that like 5-10 times now.
No, I didn't.
5 times at least.
I just said I didn't like it. I just saying it just sounds whiny.
I
did not say whiny. I just said why I don't like it, but whatever, anyway.
What I'm trying to get at is, if you had listened to it way back in middle school and high school the way everyone else like me had.
Well, I wasn't a rap guy. Like, I detested rap then because of my dad's upbringing, because he hated rap.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He was like, that's one letter away from crap and all that baggy, like, putting your pants down like you want to get butt fucked like a prisoner. Like, he... like would always shit on it. Like it took me a while to even get into Rage Against the Machine. Like Tyler literally had to just force me to sit down to listen to a song of theirs, and I was like, oh, you're right, this is good. That's unironically like one of the first ways I generally started opening a rap. And when I got into rap, that's when I found out about Tupac and all these other guys. I'm like, oh shit.
Thank God for my brother. For real. And Eminem.
I wish I kind of wish my brother was a little bit like around growing up, because like he was actually into rapping like Eminem and shit like that too. Yeah. And so it's just like fuck, bro. Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
When you hear discography of somebody's shit for the past 10-15 years, and they all have the same voice you hate, kind of hard. That's how it was for Rush for me. I used to hate Geddy Lee's voice. I absolutely hated it. I was like, this is musically great, hate the voice.
I mean, initially for me, it was just such a turn. It was like,
took me years. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And I, honestly, to this day, no offense to Geddy Lee,
it's still kind of...
all those songs, like, I tolerate the voice now. I don't...
It's you tolerate it.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. It's like a mild like. Everything else about the band is fucking amazing, including his bass and his synth work.
Oh, yeah.
I respect the fuck out of him as instrumentalist, but, like, his voice, like you said, was about... sounds shrill and whiny and thin and weak. Like, sorry, it does to me. And I just was like, Stefan pressed me. His favorite band. And he would play it all the time around me. And he never even played, like, their singles. He would play, like, Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is this? And it was such a mind fuck because I'm like, this is prog rock. This is amazing. And then that fucking voice would come back down to, what the fuck is that? The fuck is this guy doing? Because if you didn't know better, like I didn't, you'd think he was like making a parody of a song or something, like making fun of the singer. Like, so
I like the way I
some
play
things
songs
are an
like that.
acquired taste over time, and then there's some things for people like me where it's just like, no, I just hate that whole sound. I hate the whole sound. I hate the vocal. The 80s
I mean, there
pop vocals.
definitely is that for me too. Like, I'm a music
Like,
journalist broadly at heart, but there are definitely a lot of
What's her name? Fucking Kate Bush.
yeah.
I hate her.
And that's Tyler's favorite artist.
Is her his favorite?
He loves
Of
Kate
all
Bush.
time?
Not of all time, but he loves Kate Bush.
I'm like, I don't get it. She sucks. I'll tell him to his face.
And
I'm
he
totally-
loves the fuck out of Kate Bush.
Terrible. She's
Nah,
god awful.
I wouldn't say she's terrible. She's not like
Name me a good song.
Babushka. That's
Oh, I hate that song the most.
really. Oh, I
my
don't.
God.
I like it.
I hate that.
Babushka,
I hate-
yeah.
Oh my god,
I-
so corny and shitty, and she's so skinny.
Well, it's
What's she
honestly,
trying to
it's
do?
just the
Oh
it's just the
my
way Tyler
God.
sings it, to be honest, because that's his favorite song to do for karaoke, and I
I
envision him singing it. To be
don't sing
honest,
that. Oh, if he does, I'm leaving.
he
I'm
likes
leaving.
to sing that as a Kate Bush
I will
song.
leave. I
Literally,
will literally leave.
that like for Kate Bush songs, it's that or like 2 or 3 other ones that you will pick, but it's usually that one. I don't know. Like I don't like her, but I don't dislike her. But I don't know.
I hate her.
I don't mind her song. I'll bop to a song. I don't give a fuck.
I hate her
I'm
face. I
bopping.
hate her voice. I hate her body. I hate her eyes. I hate everything about her. I hate her music. I hate every single part of her music.
Jesus, Logan, tell us how you really feel.
Oh yeah, there's nothing good. It's all trash. Every single part of her music is trash to me.
Tell me where Kate Bush touched you inappropriately. Did she hurt you as a child? Like, goddamn, bro.
Old ass granny Kate Bush.
What the fuck?
Saggy tits and
I
probably
hear
like
Logan,
she
you
probably
want a
got one of
little
those
devil by my bush?
smoker fucking chin, extra skin sag.
I don't know.
Totally
Look,
fucking diddled
what
me
she
with
look
her-
like right now? Look
Totally
right.
diddled me with her flab. Of
Yeah,
skin,
all right.
extra
I'm looking
skin.
her up.
Totally.
What she look like right now?
Oh. But she's like that quintessential, like, you know what I'm talking about? 80s sound. Her voice, her music style is everything I hate about 80s. Everything. I hate the drums. I hate her guitar work. I hate everything that she does.
Honestly, she plumped up in a way that she don't even look that bad, in my opinion. I don't know.
She's ugly, though.
I mean,
She's ugly,
I
though.
don't know. I don't know.
She's ugly, bro.
Okay, it just does not want to fucking. There,
I'm just saying.
I'm turned down
ugly.
to. No, I don't know.
Ugly as fuck.
Nah, she looked fine. She literally just looks like kind of like a gothic granny who's like in the Victorian era or something now at this point.
She is a 4 or 5 out of 10. I would never fuck that. I don't know how anyone would want to. She's like.
I mean, I want to fuck her, but
she's
but
plain.
if she made me like
She's
a pot
plain.
pie or like an apple pie and like sing me some songs, and shit, like I'll be like, yay, whatever.
Then she's like, you owe me.
Yeah, I'll give her some money or something. I don't fucking.
No, you owe her other services now.
Whatever. She ain't that unattractive to me. Like, I don't know. Like, she looks fine.
She is neutral, slightly ugly. That's why I say 5 to 4.
I don't know about like neutral though. Like, she's like neutral to like I don't know,
Hell no.
kind of like cute granny status, but not like
Gross.
I bang that. But like just like
Cute
cute granny. I don't know, like cutesy granny, not like.
Who's looking at grannies deciding whether they're cute or not? They're old.
There could be some cute grannies where
Oh,
they're like,
hell
oh,
no.
they're adorable of them and their little baked, cookies and shit. Like, I mean, they could be
You're saying
adorable.
in a way of attractiveness.
No, just in like, like just broader aesthetics and like, just what they're doing with their
I'm
lives.
moving on.
No, not a bad. You're making it weird, dude.
I'm moving on.
You're making it so weird, bro.
No, you got another point to make about
Well, I wasn't even trying to like
Michael
whatever.
Jackson, right?
I swear to God, if you say some bad shit
No,
about,
no.
I swear to God,
No.
I swear to God,
He has a sound, and it's good, and it's 80s.
and it changes a lot.
No.
I mean, that's changed.
He going into the 90s, and his sound still sounds 80s. Is my point. You get
I mean,
makes
yeah,
some sense. Do you see what
I
I'm saying?
mean, to an
The
extent,
formula.
but he does.
The formula, dog.
He does change.
He
it.
don't do
Yeah,
shit. He's produced by Quincy Jones, dog.
Oh my god, I know about this dude. Like for the longest time, I was a huge
He's a
MJ
singer
fan.
performer, dog. It's mostly Quincy Jones making all the instrumentals. And
I'm
he's an
very
80s
well
guy.
aware, and especially if like his upbringing. I know about MJ. Like I was a huge fan of him, and know about
Now
like.
that doesn't mean I hate his music because it's 80s sounding. My point is, he's known for his music being 80s pop. And he's an exception to the rule because of Quincy Jones and his use of other types of instrumentation. Some of the fucking guitar solos in Michael Jackson songs
Like
are
Beat
fucking
It.
epic.
Like Beat It.
And then like the guitar solos. Again, where it's like fucking tremolo picking like it's a goddamn dude's hitting it so hard it might as well be fucking black metal. With like, you know, certain tones to make it not sound as heavy. You know, bro's fucking hitting that. He has to have like one of those black metal picks to go that fast, like the tremolo picking at the end of it.
Well, one of those like smaller, like
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like the skill and the bass and the pump of the bass and the drums popping out with the guitar. It's a masterpiece. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like 80s are fucked, they can't make good music. It's just they generally chose to make the same old shit over and over and over again formula, which is my complaint with modern alternative rock.
Well,
they're doing the same shit over and over again.
It's just the music industry at that point. I mean, really, your criticisms of the music industry more than really the music inherently, it sounds like.
Like, for example...
Because the music industry really just kills a lot of the actual innovation and creativity of a lot of music.
Stop. While we were in high school, alternative rock had this weird, we're going to blend 80s formula with this, and then it got popularized, and it was actually all right. Goodish at times. Like that Midnight City song, you know, with the fucking... sick saxophone solo. It sounds very 80s, that song, but it had uniqueness to it. Now it's all fucking formula.
Well, also a lot of these bands
there's no indie rock. It's
also a lot of those bands have just basically become like right wing, like dad rock bullshit, basically. Well, like bands like Five Finger Death Punch.
That's not alternative rock.
Well, no,
That's
I like
rock.
alternative rock, or like metal and stuff. But like they're a part of like the broader spectrum of. It's part of
not
like,
with the 80s incorporation of 80s pop sound.
Okay. Maybe not with that, but I'm just thinking there is a part of the broader spectrum what I'm talking about. Like there are a lot of these bands that.
No, but that's not what I was talking about. What I'm talking about is bringing up specifically how alternative rock became poisoned by 80s formula shit. For 5 years or so, they produced good stuff. They all got popular, and they all got bought and owned by Warner Brothers and shit. So they owed other albums. Their first album was raw as shit. Then, Fossil People, other bands, they're in debt. Even Royal Blood, for example. But Royal Blood is kind of hard rock, so it's like it actually comes out all right, even if it's produced. But when it's that style and that theme and that formula, and you just regurgitating the same shit for the past 5 years now. And why are none of these bands remembered? I don't remember any new alternative rock bands that have popped up the past 5 years that are actually worth any mention. Because they all have one hit wonder, and it's not even that good. They don't even play it on the radio anymore. They just pump out singles like crazy.
Well, I mean, because honestly, the radio shouldn't be a gauge about, like, you know, when it comes to, like, you know...
Well, it is a gauge to what's popular right now in the mass in general. It's not.
I kind of feel like there's other places that seem like they're a little bit more, like, you know, like it seems like, you know, places like
SoundCloud. You're not getting
not SoundCloud, it's Spotify or like even like, you know,
that's
YouTube
still,
music stuff like that. I mean,
that stuff's being played on the radio.
Well, yeah, but not everything though. Like there are definitely some songs that, you know.
But we're talking about pop music. We're not talking about other stuff that was going on at the time that was good.
I'm aware of that, but at least, you know, even despite that, you can at least, you know, look at that and then also even be able, at least with some of these platforms, be able to at least expand, be like, oh, here's like other stuff maybe from the same artist, of the same album or other shit, but similar artists, you know, have that same similar sound that aren't really as known. Like there's a lot of bands that I didn't really know about, like, when I started expanding a lot more of things like metal and shit, just because of Spotify. Just because I'd be like, I followed, a lot of
I
generic
choose
ones.
Spotify too. This is not going. This your devil's advocate point doesn't make any sense because I've literally watched alternative rock and indie rock was like my thing.
I know.
I was a big, huge, massive fan. I grew up with it.
Well, it's just because I think it's just kind of fallen
and it
off
died.
a little.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't fall off. It fell off.
Well, you just said it died. I mean, that's the
It's
same
dead.
as falling off.
It's dead in the sense that it is no longer what it once was.
Well, that's the same as falling. Like we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing. Yeah. Like
even the bands that still survived, like Cage the Elephant. I mean, like maybe 3-4 years ago, they had an album that was pretty solid. Their new shit's just garbage. It's kind of garbage. And it's because they're all using the same formula just to pump out music to appease Warner Brothers and appease these.
And basically just the same fans that they probably have had.
Yeah. They're appeasing these fans who like that shitty formulaic 80s sound. The hipsters of our time, when we were in high school, I went to art for 4 years. Okay, I know these motherfuckers. They love art and they love alternative rock and they love the 80s. And they fucking flipped the shit when the 80s alternative sound mixed. They fucking loved it. They freaked the fuck out. And I was like, hey, that's a cool track. At the time while I was in high school. Then, force forward 5-10 years down the road, nothing good's been made since because it's formulaic. There's no drum. It's the biggest thing. When they took the drums out of indie rock, the dynamic actual having a fucking drummer, and they brought in basically a robot that does nothing like they did in the 80s. I mean, even the Police, dude. There's times when that drummer's not doing shit.
Yeah.
He's literally, and you know why? Because Flea told him not to. He beat the shit out of him when he tried to actually be a drummer.
Yeah.
Flea literally jumped over the fucking drum kit and beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah. I've heard about the story.
Like
before.
even the drummer doesn't want to have to be doing nothing.
Yeah.
Don't even have a drum. Like generally, rock music should go the way that Royal Blood is going.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. They were the only, you might say, alternative rock band on the alternative, at least radio stations. It was actually hard rock. Like actually heavy and actually like dynamic. Just never went that way. Instead, we have what's that one shitty song that I hate that everybody plays? Like I hate certain alternative rock music the way I hate fucking the 80s music. Like going down to the riptide, taking away on the dark side. I want to be your left man.
I think I surprisingly don't know that song.
I hate that song. Fucking hate it with a passion. They overplayed the fuck out of it, and then everyone wanted to treat him like he was this amazing artist because he can play the ukulele. Oh my goodness, the dude who actually plays ukulele, right? No, dude, it's a gimmick. Dude actually sucks. Music's no good. He had one hit wonder. No one ever remembers any of his other music. And give it another 10 years, no one's gonna remember that song either. You know what I mean? Like it's just like I'm so tired. Every drunk party I go to with drunk white women. Then there's like a guitar or a ukulele. They want to play stupid fucking radio singles like that fucking song. And I'm sorry, it makes me extremely upset. Like I get up, like everyone has a right to like what they like, but I know better. I know better because I know about the music industry. I know what they did. I know the history of it. Yeah, I just can't help but get enraged. It's like why? It's almost like embarrassing as a society of human beings that this is what you choose. This is the garbage that generally we choose. Like, wow, we're really that dumb as Americans. I mean, I guess they design us to be that way.
Well, yeah.
It's just the music's supposed to be something that's so intrinsically human. It's one of the things.
It still is. I mean,
I'm not saying it isn't, but it's like, almost like a gauge of your like level of worth as a human or humanity or a bit like it's like.
Well, there's definitely a lot of people that just aren't into music though. There are just a lot of people that just don't really listen to it a lot. I mean, I even seen like
that's a devil's advocate point that doesn't make sense. We're talking about people who listen to music, dog. That actually care. Like,
well, yeah. I mean, that's a whole different breed.
Like you got motherfuckers listening to pop music of all sorts, and they choose the shitty pop music. Like, what's that one song?
Take me down to Paradise City with grass is green
That's
and the
Guns N'
girls all
Roses.
pretty.
Same dude likes that song. Likes that.
Take me down to the river.
It's like they're programmed to like the same shitty shit,
Yeah.
regardless of era. They handpicked out the shitty singles from the past 50 years, put them all on a playlist, and said, "This is the best music ever. Fight me." You know,
Some people just feel that
I'm
way, I
like,
guess.
wow, you are so. Like, are you from Alabama? Do you have a fourth grade reading level of education?
Some people are
Like,
just like that, I guess. I
no,
don't
it's
know.
not. It's not just some people. They're designed. They're literally cultivated and designed to be easily taken advantage of, easily made profit off of. The same. That's what 80s music did. It's literally the formula. No drums. Let's get a singer who has a high soprano. Even the men, let's make them all whiny and high pitched.
I mean, I want to say
And
it's
make them-
just. I mean, there's a lot of variables that just made this fucking shit
And the
happen.
lyrical content too. We're all talking about the same shit.
Well, I know, like, cause the music I think was like a little bit of like a cultural test amongst other things too, but there was a lot of other variables that I think kind of led to the broader just neutering and de-education of our society and of how we treat various different things, especially when it comes to like art and shit. So I got so many people that will even look at like sometimes either simple or complex art, whether music or otherwise, and be like, "This dumb, I can't understand it, so stupid to me." It's like, well, maybe you gotta like look between the lines a little bit, or like, oops, oopsie daisy. Someone out there said they should invent a president that doesn't do war crimes. I say don't hold your breath. Yeah, I guess I unironically think there is like no president ever that has at least not committed a war crime of some sort. I guess maybe Jimmy Carter. I think he's like the only one that probably didn't. I guess Buchanan, because nothing happened with him. He was literally just like Biden before the Civil War. So, I mean, I guess there might be a few that haven't done that, but not exactly, much of a track list. We got more war criminal presidents than non-war criminal presidents. Fucking great track record.
I fucking hate how this, like, summer solstice is in the middle. And then we get to August and the sun starts going down a lot quicker. I don't like that. I was expecting to have another 45 minutes.
Well, we were, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Like, we definitely, chatted there for a while.
Yeah. But even then, I was like looking at the time. I was like, yeah, as long as I get out there around 8:15, I should have another 45 minutes or so. It'll probably only take about 10, 20 minutes anyway, so it's all right. I was about to get up and do it. And I was like, I stood up and saw darkness.
Just the darkness.
I was like, hell no.
You're like, fuck that.
Well, tomorrow I just have to wake up early and do the bondo right away. I want to get the bondo done and actually paint tomorrow, too. The putty's done. The putty's solid. When we go to smoking friend, we made her show you, got that air basically perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm surprised I actually figured it out. And I used a what's it called? Keep wanting to say tablespoon, but a fucking butter knife. The butter knife to pat it with using the actual ridgeline of the other parts to get the exact shape and angle on the patting. I like and then cut it.
Yeah.
Perfect, dude. There's no video on that. That was just my own. I figured it out. I mean, that might be a good job for me one of these days, actually. It seems to be something, especially if I had the better equipment that these fucking journeyman people have.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be a fucking piece of cake.
Easy.
I would have had this shit probably already done.
All right.
I'm using $100 worth of equipment. They have in the shop probably hundreds of thousands
like
of dollars,
like actual professional
hundreds
shit,
of thousands of dollars worth of equipment,
professional
and
tools and shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a sander they use sanders. That's
Well,
just, I bet they're sanders.
Or like, you know, industrial grade. Yeah, that's what I mean.
My shit's like, I got the weaker one because it's got the edge.
Yeah.
It's got that detail. That's why I got the weaker one. But long discussion about 80s music is draining.
Yeah, I was kind of a little bit like, even for me, I'm like, damn, are we gonna move on from this a little bit? Not that I wasn't like disinterested.
I got locked into like when fucking Marcus said that Van Halen's better than Led Zeppelin.
Oh my, yeah. Ever since then, you've held a little bit of a.
I do hold a grudge on that.
It's seriously.
I'm passionate about music. I'm sorry, man.
I mean,
I know it's not right for me to say I'm sorry, but I know more about music than you, and you're wrong. But I do actually.
I mean, but it's just like
not you.
I know.
We're not having an argument. We're having a discussion, and we're actually kind of agreeing here and there. Whereas like Marcus and me, when we were talking, it was just there was no reasoning with him. He's like, I just like frat boy music. I don't.
Well,
like
just because
he
just likes what he likes.
I don't like meaningful.
You know?
Bro, he's trying to talk for the world. He's not trying like to me. He didn't say like I like Van Halen more than Led Zeppelin. He could have said that we would have just moved on.
Yeah.
He said without a doubt Van Halen is better.
Yeah,
than Led
that
Zeppelin.
I was like, oh, okay, hold the fuck up. But it's just like if you like them more than Zepp, then whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you know,
Now
but like hold
it.
Yeah, I mean that I do understand and agree, but it's just like, you know,
I'm like, bruh.
But you know, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world for me, at least a little bit. If someone just has like a weird but dumb opinion like that,
I mean,
to me, there's more important shit to like crow about. You know, when it comes to somebody, you know, but that's just me.
Eddie Van Halen, he is a shredder.
Oh yeah, I mean, Van Halen is good. I mean, I do like him, but
Jimmy Page was a better guitar player.
And I just like Zeppelin more anyway, just when it comes to their music and stuff. Yeah, I mean, but hey, I don't dislike Van Halen. I like them too, but they're just not on the same level as Zepp. You know, just like that.
That's kind of the reason why I kind of a thing against Van Halen. There are songs that I will listen to and like generally.
Yeah,
it's the '80s dumb, appealing to baby boomer heathen culture, bro.
I mean,
it is. It is.
It is. Yeah, there's a lot of songs I don't like, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, because a lot of it's just because like so many boomers and older people just their nostalgia is just broadly that type of shit. So they're always just listening to that shit, and I don't even really think they actually listen to what the lyrics are about anymore. Maybe they did at their youth, but now they're like, I just like it because I used to listen to it. You know, like to now at this point, they just don't really.
I'm half a teacher and I'm 60.
Yeah. Well, also think about like how like there are a lot of like boomers who think like or like right wing weirdo dumb fucks are like, oh, punk ain't like it used to, like Rage Against the Machine and shit. I'm like,
whoa.
You're a right wing weirdo dumb fuck, and it didn't realize that Rage Against the Machine was inherently left, including most other punk and other shit and stuff like.
Well, the Rage Against the Machine
is like rap metal. It's not punk. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of threw them out as an example. But they'll say that for like Dead Kennedys, other bands.
I would throw them in rap, rock, new metal. Because if you listen to the
I agree with that. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, they fit more with that. I'm just saying, like,
think about the band. Without the singer, it's the same band as Audioslave.
I know. I mean, the point being, though, I mean, it wasn't like the like the name. It just first thing that came to my head. But, like, I have seen that even with them, where it's just like, they think, oh, they just sold out the left woke bullshit, when it's like, you dumb fuck, they've always been like that, you idiot. Yeah. It's like, including with all these other bands, especially like the punk scene, there's all these Dead old Kennedys school ones. Sure. Yeah, they're not, and all of a sudden they think,
they're completely left. Dog.
Yeah, hella fucking left. Yeah, and it's like, you dumb fucks, you don't realize this? It's like, were you listening to it as a youth?
They don't realize it, because
or were you and they just forgot? Like,
no, they weren't listening.
Yeah, they just weren't listening.
They were partying.
Yeah.
Party.
Let's get drunk and party this shit.
Party.
Which is fun to do with this music, but like, I mean, are you not at least listening? You know, and at least, you know, other shit. You know,
then people like me and you, we sit down, have some drinks, smoke some weed, get crossfaded, but still have like fucking valuable ass discussions.
Well, because we're also like musical artists too, like
different
ways.
We know about music.
We know about
how the earth was fucking being destroyed by climate change. Like, there's a lot to talk about nowadays, and if you know, you know. You know, if you don't, then I guess you're just gonna be ignorant.
Well,
But
there's people that know they know, people that don't know they know, then there's people that don't know they don't know.
yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, they're the worst.
Yeah, no, they're the worst.
Because they're the most arrogant / ignorant motherfuckers to be like.
You can't reason with them.
Yeah.
You can't reason with them. They're unreasonable people. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
For real, what are you gonna do with them? Nothing. You're not gonna change them. And it's because, like I said, man, they're designed people to have no critical thinking, to be completely retarded in this country, and just be consumers. Bye. Which goes back to that '80s heathenist lyrical style of either poor me, I don't have enough drugs, or poor me, I'm on drugs, or poor me, I didn't have enough sex, or poor me, my girl left, or poor me. And it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Y'all have financial stability and great jobs. Y'all can get a fucking house.
That, like,
y'all can get a
you're
car.
able to raise us up on, but then traumatize us with your bullshit, and then fucking like left
fuck
us
you
with
guys.
nothing.
And my problems are so hard. And like, look at our generation, dude. We're not even whining. We're raging.
Yeah.
You know? That's why we listen to some dope ass shit that actually we don't just like whine. We rage and we know who the oppressor is, and we call them out in the song and be like, you know, like fucking Rage Against the Machine, like shit's in the fall, you know, like shit like that, dude. Like, it's just like musically far more intelligent and valuable and well thought out, and then like lyrically far more intelligent and well thought out. It has more substance and meaning, which is why I'm sorry. This might piss some people off. I think Rage Against the Machine will be remembered a lot longer into the future than Van Halen. I think Van Halen will eventually.
How would that piss people?
Well,
at least not,
well, like that, you know.
At least not to me.
But just it's like they're more culturally relevant on a longer term scale than a band that just talked about wanting to fuck their teacher that shreds.
Yeah.
There's tons of bands who shred now. He was just unique at the time with his abilities.
Yeah.
That's it, dog. It was party shred music. It's nothing to really put on a fucking golden shelf of like pedestal, you know, like the way that people put, you know, like Led Zeppelin or Metallica even, you know, like people put that shit on a pedestal. And to be honest, bro, like even if you don't like rock music, listen to some Metallica and tell me there's not a lot of interesting shit going on. Like,
I mean, not really at this point anymore, but
no, I'm talking about Metallica.
Back then they were kind of like thrashing shit with a lot of their music.
But it's a very intricate, a lot going on. And it's well thought out, well done thing, dog. Mm-hmm. It wasn't straight like, I'm just gonna shred over everything. It was shred. While the other band just does the simplistic shit for me to shred over, bro.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what they did. I mean, they had some drums. They had some decent drum stuff, like Hot for Teacher at the beginning.
Yeah.
On the drums, like that's kind of epic. Rare though, far between, and they're rare. They're rare, and they're not that good. They're rare for the '80s, and they're just not. They're not as good as the shit we're talking about in the modern era. Like, name a million 2000s, 90s bands better than most of the bands in the '80s that are only '80s bands. Like Van Halen, not a '70s band, not a '90s band. They only existed in the '80s, really. Whether that's circumstances or that, I don't know. I don't research them enough. I know that is what they're known for. That was their era. When people look back, they think Van Halen, 80s. 80s rock and roll. You know what I mean? It's like, what'd they do after that? You can only talk about wanting to fuck your teacher so many times.
Yeah, no shit.
Gets old after a while.
Yeah. Been going on for a little over 2 hours. Chat's literally like, literally been like kind of off and on.
There's all these posers probably like 80s music, 80s pop, and they don't.
Nah, probably just because we keep like going back and forth or something at this point.
It's surprising.
I'm not paying attention to Shadowrunners.
It's
pretty amazing how many dumbass people there are out here who love 80s pop. It's not just the boomers. It's like weird hipsters from high school from our era. They're like,
Well-
I like 80s clothes. I like 80s culture. I'm a hipster.
Well, I
I'm
mean, there
cool 'cause
is
I'm
things
bringing
about
out
like the
vintage,
80s that
bro,
are like
vintage,
coming
bro.
back. I mean, like there is kind of a
It's done
trend.
since we were in 2012.
Well,
Bob.
like
That's
I
been
mean,
going on so
there's
long.
always been like this like trend amongst generations where they like look back like 20, 30ish years and like
Never
I kind of
happened
like
in the
some of it.
90s.
Well,
Hasn't
because
happened
we
for the 90s or the 2000s yet.
well
It's just
because we
straight
haven't
80s.
because we haven't got to that point
I don't
yet.
think it's that. I think it's been monetized and formalized to be pushed out again to those people so they can keep corporate greed.
Well, I don't know. Like
If
I mean,
they- if
yeah,
cor- if
I mean,
cor-
there's a
if the
part of
cor-
that,
if the
but it's, I don't
corporations
know.
saw
Without
the
like so
trend that
much
they can
like
make money off of
without so much
revitalizing the 90s,
popular
they would do
music
it.
with like rap and stuff. Like I mean, in hip, I don't know.
Do you get what I mean? Though, like if they could see a trend of people are wearing 90s shit. How about we revitalize 90s music style with the modern style, make a formula of that crossover, and then pump it out for 10 years and make a fuck ton
Well,
of money.
that's just
off
how
these
like a
people.
lot of like the industry works.
That's not what I asked. I said, why hasn't it been done with the 90s?
Because
Why is it
we
being
just
done
haven't
with
gotten
80s?
to that point
I
yet.
don't think it's the point. I don't think we're ever going to get there. I think it's
Well,
it's not a societal like, oh yeah, man, let's look back and revitalize cool shit from before. With the 80s, it is more.
I mean, and also I kind of do
monetization
feel
of-
like I mean, maybe a little bit, like honestly, because like I mean, a lot of the things, like, especially with like plaid and a lot of things that were kind of like a 90s kind of thing, at least especially around like the kind of like
I don't know. I feel
thing,
like
but also
I feel like
just around
plaid's just
here.
been a thing that
Oh.
shit never died. Everybody wears plaid.
Well, sure, but I mean, especially around like in the 90s stuff, it
Northwest?
was kind of like
Right.
yeah, especially in Northwest, yeah. But
Yeah.
like just in general, I think it was kind of like relatively a popular thing too. But I don't know. I mean, I think there's just always like these little ebbs and flows where like other generations do generally like look back at past things and are like, I like this. I want to like kind of either mimic or at least try to recreate it in some way. And especially when it's easily monetizable, yeah, that's just going to be an unfortunate virtue of
Well,
the fact.
Can I get to my point? Why 80s is chosen to monetize? It's because one, for some reason people just love the 80s clothing style and shit. They go crazy for it.
Kind of do a little bit.
I don't like it. It's not my thing. Don't like it. I don't really like any of popular culture from the 80s. It's very rudimentary, cubic. There's like cubism everywhere. All the art's cubic. It's all geometric. Everything's geometric.
Well, it's even
It's
way
rigid.
more worse now than it was then, honestly. Like, especially with like cubes and just everything being like so bland and gray and.
What do you mean? I'm talking about clothing.
Well,
There's more diversity of clothing than ever nowadays. There's so many designs and styles.
clothing, yeah,
They
but
just
like,
keep innovating.
but at least just with everything else about like things being cubic and bland and other.
Talking about like
factors.
cars and buildings and
Everything else, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's efficient. Look at like communism, like in Russia, and how they chose to build their shit.
Well, it was still like there were still like art and other forms of expression that were still
Maybe
going.
like with the train stations and shit, but
No,
not
not
with
just the
not with their housing. The housing's very rudimentary and basic, but efficient.
Well, because like of how they efficiently were able to figure out how to design a lot of these blocks. Because the reason why they do look a lot the same is because they would build like almost kind of like how you have like little Lego walls and stuff where you were able to like build them up and literally build them as long or as wide and build as many layers as you want, because you would have like these pre-made like walls and shit to set up these apartments and shit.
That's how they do in Japan. They go high.
Yeah,
They don't.
and
they
would
make sure
have
that they can
basically
go up.
make it a lot pre-made, but and still be structured sound and everything, but also just be able to like like that quickly build a couple blocks and then have like the factories and everything else about the city. Just all made for efficient, quick development and stuff for like their 5-year and 7-year
United
plans
States,
and shit.
we have more art and beautiful shit with our transit and stuff, but our transit system is not as efficient as kind
And we haven't actually properly maintained it.
Well, it just never was designed as well or built as well. Like the communists went all in and just made amazing fucking transportation.
Well, now just goes even beyond that. Like just other nations in general have just been way better about it.
But I'm comparing.
like
I'm
high-speed
talking
rail.
about the Cold War.
Oh yeah,
My point is we're becoming more efficient and less when it comes to certain popular culture things like architecture, buildings, cars,
Yeah.
becoming more what is efficient rather than what is beautiful. You can't do that with music. Whereas music, you can do what makes money.
Yeah.
Which the reason why, and I haven't got to my point finished yet. Okay, we have the modern people, our age group, who are got this nostalgia for the '80s for some fucking reason. They got a hard on for the goddamn fucking '80s, right? And it's so well known that people know they can make money off of it. But then you also got the nostalgia of the boomers who are still alive. They can still make money off it too. So you have two demographics of people you can make money off of with that formula. So that's why it's bad. You can't do that with the '90s. You can't do that with the 2000s because it's not there. It's not there, at least not yet.
Well, yeah.
But it probably won't ever be there because guess what? One, baby boom generation is just massive.
Well, you also have like at least million Gen X's who at least grew up with a lot of those '90s and 2000 stuff. So I mean, there's still plenty of them.
But there's
still
less
around.
of them. And what's it called? What's the other aspect? They have less money than the boomers.
I mean, you know, like still, but like they're but they're still gonna at least listen to music. They have more access to it in a sense. They can't maybe go to the shows as often anymore, depending. But you know, on their status at least, depending on.
I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying from a person who's trying to exploit people for money in the music industry, what group of what music formula can you make the most money off of? The most people who have the most money. You're gonna make money off the boomers and
or at least older people
off the hipster revitalizations of that. People who crave that shit that are our age. That you got two instead of one demographic to appease to that want the same thing. And the music's kind of made for, no offense, kind of dumb people who are very simple, you know. I call it like wage slave music, just be honest. You're too dumb to have anything more complex than your heathenistic, I need sex and drugs and house and food. Job. Good. Talk about. Do that. Yeah. Good.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like
give me drugs and sex.
I feel like a lot of like labor music tends to be more like the quote unquote like wage slave music because it's just more about like
No, they create it.
In a way to knock
I'm doing
them
it
down.
the other.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Not knock them down. They design those people to be that dumb, and then they make money off of them.
Well, I said dumb them down, but yeah,
they're designed to be stupid.
Yeah,
by our education system and our societal, just what's pushed by the goddamn monopolies, oligarchies, and fucking societal norms that we have. Like it's. You can see why I'm so actually upset and passionate about this because there's a lot of facets to it. It's not just an opinion on music. There's a lot more to it than just music that actually affects the music, which is despicable. They raping our fucking money. They raping our fucking art. That's what they do, bro. And then people are more stupid than ever. They don't know. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
I appreciate
or they're worse. They don't know that they don't know. Those fucks.
At least the ones that know they don't know, or at least are likely to open their eyes. Well, you get those people, but you also get people that won't be
really? I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool, bro.
Well, let me learn more about that, and so. I mean, at least I can at least respect.
That's the X generation. It's not the boomers or the fucking prideful ass hipster fucks too.
Yeah.
We went to high school with all these art kids who thought they were all the shit. Remember? Maybe you don't because you were in band.
Well, a lot of them overlapped with band.
Fuck those kids for the most part.
Well, let's wrap this one up for a little bit and all that.
You remember, Ruby?
What about it?